welcome to another episode of Dungeons with Dungeon Master. My name is Alex K, and I am one of those players. Welcome to episode 16 of Primerus Paradox. Hey, yeah, here we are. May 27th, 2023. 16th episode of Primerus Paradox. Things are moving and grooving and going in the right direction. So, as far as announcements, hey, check out us live at twitch.tv/live15. It's Saturdays at 4:30 p.m. I know we're a little bit hour late today. We had a little bit of meeting, but hey, we're here. Check us out live. Yeah, and you can watch the previous podcast at youtube.com/Slayers15. All right, that covers the announcements. Let's get to Lucky Roll.
Okay, my least favorite part of the game.
Oh. I want to snitch on Mike's incredibly small dice because you hate that, if I recall.
Yeah, let me just fix
I feel like I'm being bullied now.
Sweet, I think Sweet used to do that too, or was it really big? And the person who offended me the most during the questioning prior to the session recap, but since no one did the lowest roll recaps, unless someone rolled a 14, then they pick who recaps. There is a 14.
Oh. Saved banana, possibly saved from recapping. Sweet.
We need to go one by one. Did anyone offend you?
No, no one did. The card says no one did right there.
Oh, I pick who recaps.
Yeah,
I'll do it. I'll do it. Just throw it over
here. But hold on, whoever's gonna do the recap has to talk about Baruka.
Yeah, over here. Over here.
Alright, fine. Alright,
Alright, great.
Yeah.
So,
in a shocking turn of events, Laris has chose to recap.
I probably have the highest rate of recapping. Probably the highest rate of recapping. Even when I don't roll, occasionally I do them. Hi. So last episode, striking at the Ascension while closing the distance between towards us and Merrim. Bosch Lunders, the man, the myth, the dramatic Loxodon he is, alerts us that that there are these creatures out in the sands, and we can use one of them to ambush a tiefling, but it's going to take 10 minutes to do such. The group is then advised to try to goad or encourage Merrim away from the temple to the sands itself. So we approach forward towards Merrim, and we go with the goading approach. The plan ultimately succeeds after some serious difficulties, but we do succeed and convince him to fight us out on the sands. And as we are buying time, eventually the massive worm comes out of the dunes and slams right into Merrim, separating us from him, and then we're able to rush towards the temple. At the peak of the temple, we run into Kresh, who is the poison plague doctor, who has a massive cauldron in front of him, and he's filled the room up with debilitating poisons. The group fights him and his summoned slide creations and destroys cauldron, and Aurora ultimately decapitates him with a and then bam, his head goes flying off. Exhausted, they push onward into the final room where they meet the hooded man named Orion. The final son of Mael alerts the group that they basically won, and he can't fight them while maintaining concentration on the incapacitated master Daruma. He offers the group to let him go for free, and he will not kill them all. After evaluating their fatigue, the band agrees to the request and allows Orion to leave with no contest. Master Daruma is still alive, but afflicted by some sort of malignant magic, and he plans to head northward to a priest friend of his to have that checked out. Callum, one of the monks of the temple, is temporarily recruited into the party to head south with us to the other temple. Amelia follows after Orion and finds Merrim has survived his ordeal with the worm. The Cult of Ascension members catch whiff of her presence, but Merrim stays the hand of Orion, who attempted to purge her. The party heads back to the adjacent town for some rest. However, Amelia has trouble sleeping and notices a festival outside. She tries to garner the rest of the group to head off with her to enjoy the festivities. Thrak and Aurora ultimately agree, while Nicole is too tired to participate, and Sadak is too much of a stick in the mud to participate. The three of them hit the streets, meeting many interesting people, and eventually return back to the inn for some rest. Daruba! Actually, Baruba. I think it's Baruba. Baruba, yeah.
Funny.
Didn't name any of the interesting individuals. Cowards.
Okay, there was Falcon. Who was really Hawkins.
No,
the fat orange the fat orange tabaxi monk dancer didn't have
Rufus?
a name.
You gave him the name Rufus.
Then there was the oracle / fortune teller who never gave us his name, but he spoke with an incredibly thick lisp. And then finally was he did give us his name. Where would it be?
Are you talking about the
bard.
lovely and luxurious bard Sirio Bells? The great champion bard?
Actually, I don't think it doesn't sound familiar. But
I
anyhow,
don't think he ever did. The only one who did was Falcons.
Yeah, all right. Well, so there you have it, yeah.
All right, and there we have it. Come the next morning, our party of intrepid adventurers awaken. Though someone with a new experience, Amelia, your eyes peel open as the light shines through the window. Too bright. Ugh, God. You roll over to face the other way. You can hear the outside noises, people talking down in the fruit palace below, and their voices are just... It's not even worth trying to discern what they're saying. It's all just louder than normal. A bit more irritating on the ears. You're hungover.
Do I have a headache?
Yes, you have a minor headache from your drinking the previous night.
Yeah, she drank.
She'll stumble out of bed. She'll go to Sidak's room and knock on his door very weakly.
Sidak, you are donning your leathered armor. You're tightening various straps on it when you can see the silhouette of her due to the light shining on the sort of paper wall door.
He finishes putting on his armor, well rested and ready to take on whatever challenges await this day. He opens the door and looks upon the sorry state of Amelia.
Yeah, her hair is all matted and just ruined, and she's got like the blanket from the bed, like this, like in one hand still, as she's up in front of you, and she does not look good. And she looks up at you.
Three new scarves, like random cloth scarves that were thrown around her neck during the celebration.
Bags under her eyes. She does not look good, and she's got a pleading expression on her face.
He crouches down and looks you in the eye and kind of pulls moves strands out of your hair and fixes you up a little bit. He sighs. Did you have fun?
Can it?
But bleh.
Yeah. Alcohol.
Help?
No. He pats your head and says, "Let's get food."
Can I get a reminder as to which? No, none of you bought the rooms. It was the cowboy who bought the rooms, right? The half breed.
The Emperor purchased the rooms. Technically,
the cowboy was the one who got the keys, right? Right.
The rooms, yeah.
Yeah. I just need to remember who talked to the guy at the front desk.
Yeah, Callan.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I might be able to make something to help you out, but don't have any plants or materials to make you some sort of antitoxin. So you'll have to flush the alcohol out of your system the old way.
And as those two are leaving the back area to go to the front of the fruit palace, they pass one door which is still closed. Inside, we see a drow elf curled up on his bed. His muscles still sore. His body feeling as though it hasn't purged all those vicious toxins that sort of drain the life out of the lignance and bones in him. Still tired, but awake and alive. Nicole, what are you doing this fine morning? Nicole.
I would like to cast a level 2 spell.
All right, sure. What are you manifesting?
I would like to cast Augury.
Augury.
What are you looking for?
And what do you ask the wheels of fate, the sort of magics that flow through the world naturally that have the divinity within them. What is it you wish to know?
Will I be facing death soon?
I don't think that's a Wheel or Woe sort of question.
Will my adventures lead me to my death?
And how far in the future can it see?
30 minutes.
Is he gonna die?
But it is a specific action you plan on taking within the next 30 minutes. Will it have a good fortune, muddled fortune, or bad fortune?
So let's see. How could I interpret that? Let's just take that at face value. My adventure. The adventure he's gonna go on is going to get the car and travel to the next location. So the time in mind is leaving this room, going downstairs, meeting with the party, and then acquiring the car. You get Wheel.
You're fine.
God was gone. I'll get the cane and I'll get up and then make my way out.
Nicole now has white hair, bags under his eyes.
Did he always have
Excuse me?
He always had white hair.
No, right, I'm sorry. Now he has gray, peppered gray hair.
Yeah.
No!
He's got gray strands in the white.
All right, and Aurora, how about you and Thrak went party? You guys were up later, but you didn't drink as much because you were against letting the young girl drink. And Thrak has one of the strongest bellies when it comes to alcohol in all of the dunes. So
the iron gut.
Oh, I'm blasted.
all right, never mind.
It was free. It was free. He just kept going until he went down.
I have a problem.
All right, Aurora, you first.
I turn into kind of like the mom. I just start helping Thrak get up, like wipe his face, and like
No.
or something like that.
Pulling open the paper.
On her.
Exactly.
You're trying to tug him out of bed. His hand, you see like just his fingers come over his shoulder and like do a brief little wave, like, and then Gus suddenly hits you in the face. It's not enough to push you back, but it blows your hair back. Like,
Thrak, get up.
No.
Come on, honey. You need to regurgitate.
What?
Come on. You need to you need to regurgitate.
No. No, I'm not gonna throw up.
Are you feeling okay?
No.
No.
You mean regenerate?
No.
What are you trying to say?
Get up. If you need to throw up, I'll help you.
No.
Get the fuck up.
Gus.
Another blast of air hits you in the face.
Oh my god. Alright.
Alright.
Do you abandon him? Or...
No, I'll get up.
Okay. The two of you stumble down to the Fruit Palace main room. As you reach the interior, you guys notice immediately there's a lot of Tabaxi and Leonin wearing this sort of this green undergarment with chainmail and half plate on. They're all wearing the same thing. They all have a symbol on them that looks like a sort of a golden lion's head. And you can see there against the wall is about 18 different pikes that they've just sort of put there for now.
The army arrived that fast? I thought you said it was going to be 3 days. Wow, 1 day. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they traveled. That means they pushed all through the night to get here in time and didn't break.
Wow.
I wonder if they're exhausted. Right?
Probably, yeah, definitely. But yeah, they're all about. They don't seem to be mobilized anymore, as if they've already learned it's been handled.
So they're just relaxing, enjoying.
This is a small platoon of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I try to find Amelia if I see her.
You can see her and Sadak. She's a bit more curled up on her chair at the table.
She's kind of holding. She's got her hands, like her head into her hands, and she like glances up as you approach, and she's kind of squinting. Like the light of the room is irritating her.
Oh, yeah. Poor baby.
Yeah, you see Sidek at the bar. He's trying to talk to the bartender to try and get some like ingredients It's like, no, I need. You have this spirit. This drink. What is this?
Him speaking. What is it? And it's not Raiko. Raiko's the southern one. It's Sochi. Yes, him speaking Sochi. Like looks at your hand motions and then motions to like a drink, but it's like not the right one.
Wait, there's an easier.
There's them, and then I say, "Good morning, Sadak," and
good morning. Do you speak Sochi?
Sochi? No, I don't.
Well, there's one way to do this, and he puts down a gold, and like starts grabbing like little shot glasses, and he's gonna like pour different ones in, and then
what are you doing?
All right.
Like very small amounts, like just like a taste.
Thrak gets excited.
All right. Who are you pouring there?
At first, the guy, the large tabaxi behind the counter, he like squints at you like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then you kind of set it up, and he's like, "Okay, all right."
And then if he starts to get a little antsy, he puts down another gold. So there's two gold.
He's not getting antsy. He's more so just you see him take notes of what ones you put where.
Yeah, and now he's gonna try all of them to try and get like the things he's looking for. Basically, Sidak is gonna make a hair of the dog.
Self-illumination.
Because he doesn't know the names of this alcohol because it's like Sochi. He's gonna use what he's familiar with and try and make a hangover cure for Amelia.
And as he's doing that, I'll kind of look at Amelia and look at her matted hair, and I'm gonna say, "Amelia, would you like me to brush your hair?" And I do like a motion of like running my fingers through my hair.
She tilts her head. I don't think she's ever actually had her hair. Well, maybe she has. I don't think she's brushed herself, so she probably doesn't know what that term even means.
That's bitters.
There's only one who brushes in this group.
I'm gonna take Amelia, if you don't mind, Sadak. I'll let me fix her up a little bit.
God, who drinks this?
And actually, you would find the alcohol here is really fruity. It's all got a really really sweet sort of taste.
There's probably like one or two that like really fucking are brutal, and so like the rest of them are nice.
Strong.
Yeah. So the rest of them, right.
All right, Sidak. I didn't think you had it in you.
This is not for celebration. This is
nice. I didn't know you
experimentation. And Sidak is writing down in his little booklet, and so now he has the Sochi names for certain alcohols and their flavor notes, and he's gonna try and like use varying ingredients at this bar to make a hair of the dog for Amelia, and then look over at the other two. Would you like a drink to help with the hangover?
Oh, tomatoes. Tomato juice.
That's all you just tomatoes?
Tomato juice.
Well, right.
Well, I don't have a hangover, but if they have like anything equivalent to like a drink that has a lot of electric lights.
Got it. All right. I'll leave you two to
like
that. I'm gonna help
light
with this.
or like Gatorade. You know what I'm saying? Just
from
the south.
Gatorade.
Yeah, it's from the south. You know. It's just,
Oh.
Do you want like a roll for this, there, DM, or make something?
Roll for Pedialyte.
You're not gonna let him go have 007 it. You're not gonna make him even have a chance of failure.
What? Oh my God! No, he bought a bunch of small taste. He can put something together that's just sort of an alcohol blend. What great failure will come?
Yeah.
Pours poison from his kid. All right.
Oh yeah, he's actually like using his fucking notes to like make sure it's just enough alcohol to like kick off the hangover, but it's gonna like have a therapeutic effect, so it works. It's all good.
All right.
All right. This should do. It's got good balance. And he'll take a seat over by Amelia and slide it over to her.
So I guess Aurora's behind her, just brushing her hair. I'm
brushing Amelia's hair, and I make cute little French braids on her hair.
So from what I've gathered, it's about an ounce of Victor. I don't know what that is, but it was quite fruity, and a drop of Ich. It's like almost like a bitters.
I don't think they're...
And then I put some lime and a little zest in it, just for
Put
flavor.
the lime in the cooking.
And then hopefully she'll drink it all up, and it'll work out.
All right.
Oh, wonderful.
Amelia, you're offered a sort of weird, sweet-smelling drink.
She looks up at Sidak. What's his expression?
He nods.
She
And
picks
holds
it
his-
up, takes a deep swallow, and then closes her eyes and then downs it real quick.
He claps his hands together and puts them to his mouth.
After you drink it, he pats your back, not your head, because somebody's working there, and says, Baruva.
Puff.
Oh, it's gonna taste like hell.
Ah, right. Well, that's that. Hopefully that'll help soon.
I don't know exactly what that did.
Eh,
How
it's
could
a
you-
little trick you learn, and you can use a little bit of alcohol to help swing the hangover effect on the body. Normally in Arendelle, there's a leaf we can use to help cleanse toxins from the body, but here I had to improvise just using alcohol and what I had at me, and it probably won't work, but it's better than nothing.
I usually solve all my problems with improvising alcohol.
I've started to learn that.
You know,
Glad you're
bread.
catching on.
But
You know, bread with like a little bit of like crushed peanuts, and you kind of make it into like a smooth butter. It really helps too.
I'll have to keep that in mind. Wait, where's Nicole?
Oh, he's
Slumped
Jeez.
over and crumpled.
Has he even made it
There.
down the stairs yet? He's got his freaking little old man
Little cane.
walker.
I came.
He's speed halved.
Oh, hurry it up!
No, don't say that. He's been through a lot.
Did your tear fall down the stairs?
Oh!
I go and I help him down the stairs. Thankfully, you don't have to do much today. Just travel in the cart. You think you're up for that?
I'll be fine. I'm not like one of those humans.
No,
Nicole.
you're not.
Nicole, you know what? You did so well the other day. I'm not even gonna try and bring up that subject.
Good. Good.
How hot is it already?
It's AC'd in here. Remember?
It's AC.
Oh, you're right. That's true.
Yeah,
Ain't
this
you
place-
full ace?
This place is the greatest, the greatest little oasis in the desert.
Central heating and air here, dude. This is the spot. Kaylin,
How long does this drink gonna take before it actually helps?
Oh, it's already starting to help. It's
really?
already relieving it. But I don't know how long hangovers last.
Is that no? I'm never drinking, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't know how long. Okay,
Hangovers last like a day. That's
Well, the hangover it lasts a while, but the hair of the dog when it kicks in, it generally like you'll start feeling a little better in like
a couple
30
hours.
minutes, 30 minutes to an hour
Alright,
at the
so it's taking a
earliest.
bit then. It hasn't happened yet.
All right, so I gotta keep
Alright.
her pissed. So she's gonna be suffering still. Okay, got it.
Mhm.
Thanks.
not quite yoked up yet.
Yeah.
As who was approaching Kalen?
I'm gonna call for Kaylin. Where is he? Hard to find out.
He would be coming out the back room. He was later than everyone else.
Ah, Kaylin, nice to see you. I was hoping you could secure us a cart that's suitable for traveling through the mountain.
Very well.
Yes, we
Wait.
Go ahead.
Right. No, if over here they don't say through the mountain, say under it. I was wondering if you wanted me to get a cart capable of scaling it.
What do you suppose? Traveling over it or going under it? What do you say?
Under.
Under it, probably, from what I've heard.
No, I could climb that mountain.
It would take an undue amount of time.
Climb
We are
the
not
mountains
aboard
bigger
it.
than that. Climb the God's Peaks.
Peaks. That's something near the dunes.
Think so.
Think what?
God's barriers, right?
What?
Just get the cart to go under, I guess. You're
Yes,
all so pressured not to climb.
Do you?
I
do you
mean,
have?
the only one I might have to carry is Nicole over there, who doesn't look like in climbing condition. What is going on?
Caitlin, do you have funds or well, we'll reimburse you whatever it costs.
I thought the Emperor was helping you guys, but
Yeah, should be
Right.
funding it. Get something nice.
I'll
So
go
let's-
speak. I'll go speak to them.
Well, if it can go on the Emperor's tab, let it go on the Emperor's tab.
Yeah, throw in a couple bottles of water,
We're gonna fill that up anyway.
some rations, everything we're gonna need to go through here. What are the dangers, Galen? I heard about thieves, but you know those mountains. They could harbor some serious shit.
Well, due to the divide of our nation, north and south, the underpass being where it is, the mountains are considered the border. It was agreed upon that neither faction would rule the travel way.
So anything goes.
I suppose.
Uh,
So then we'll need to prepare for possible hostilities.
mounted. I was gonna say guns, but it's
Climbing.
mounted ballistae. I don't know.
Right. Well, we'll prepare for that when we prepare for it. But for now, you focus on getting the cart, and I guess we can look into getting some rations and water.
Right.
We'll need a small deal of that.
Yes. Hopefully, I can secure us a larger container we can keep in the carriage. That would be appropriate.
Right.
That way, we could refill our water skins.
Kalen sort of hikes his bag of stuff since he's carrying all of his belongings now with him onto his shoulder and heads out.
All right. Well, he's taking care of that. Let's go see about some water and food. How about it?
Sure.
Amelia has like closed her teal eyes and she's just like resting her head against the stomach of Aurora.
I'll pick her
Precious.
up and cradle her.
Right.
I forgot how good it is not having mouth around.
You know you're gonna have.
I thought he
you're
came
gonna-
back as soon as he could, but
No. He's got to resummon him.
no, he didn't die, did he? He's just got
No, he-
banished.
Dead, dead.
He died? When?
He got dispelled.
Yeah.
Dispel?
Yeah. When we walked into the area, he went up.
Oh, so it wasn't a suppress. It was an actual annihilation of his
For
curse.
mouth, a complete death.
Was there some kind of horrific screech or something?
Yeah,
somebody
Mouth's-
had a
Mouth's
sound effect
head-
where it cracked and crumbled.
Yeah. That's it.
The sound he made.
Mouth tossed his head back and let out a, and then
God damn.
all right.
Okay.
Nicole, you are out of the room now, right? You've hobbled yourself over to them, and as you're getting ready to sit down with the party, maybe have some morning fruit, it looks like they're getting ready to stand up and move on to something else. As you-
This world.
but as you're getting ready to leave, the doors push open. Two guards wearing the same green outfit, followed by Zemir, except for he is wearing what you see as these sort of bright robes with these golden pauldrons, and upon his horns they're wrapped in gold with these sort of laced fabric that hangs down on the sides of his head. He is very much in an emperor's garb
Wow,
now.
gaudy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he comes in with these guards and a little creature at his side. Here you go.
The Royal Gibbon? Oh no!
Bully Mouth was here to see this and get jealous.
Oh
Now that's what mouth should look like.
That's his little creature, his royal little friend. You see, in your world, they royals have cats and dogs, but people are cats here basically. So he has a little ape.
Oh man.
Oh, good. You're still around. I was worried that you might have tried to procure a card before I had offered to cover it.
About that, Emperor, we've already sent out Kalen to try and do that.
Did he get up yet, or he was about to get up?
He got up. Oh, that's fine. I've already done it. I was worried you might have left before I woke up. I came to say that Durmar was in contact with the Southern Temple, the Zamos. They were unhappy with the situation.
I don't understand. And in what context were they unhappy?
Well, it seems they've implied heavily that you did not complete the actual trial.
Oh.
What the fuck? Well, that was supposed to be a goodwill, and we did goodwill. What the fuck?
Hell yeah, but there was an actual trial to it, and they seem intent on making theirs more difficult. Down.
Oh, the sons of a.
Well, that seems. Would we not be able to just try the normal trial here? Would that not suffice?
You could ask Lunders. I've been told he runs the temple.
We'll handle their harder trial. How hard could it be?
And one more thing. They seem quite aware that you came with me. And though they are their own sort of unique outlying faction at Temple of Zamos, they still are part of the Southern Empire, which don't have a favorable look upon. I fear by my very presence alone, have set you up for failure.
We'll
I
have
hope
to
you
earn
can
their
forgive
respect.
me.
No, it's okay. You did good. Plus, you look amazing. What is that,
Thank-
gold on your horns?
Oh, yes, it's my crown and my attire. I was addressing the troops, and it helps to be presentable in such a way.
Well, it's very charming.
Yeah.
To answer your question, we took the task knowing full well the responsibilities it would handle, and we see, hopefully, it through to its completion, and I think we'll be up to the task. Though any help you would still offer us, we would graciously accept.
Could I give you any? If it means anything, I give you my praise that I do think you capable of whatever they have to throw at you down there.
We'll be sure to try extra hard to defeat it, knowing farewell that your reputation is at hand.
My reputation? No. The Guild of Primerus' reputation.
Our reputation.
That's all.
Carl, shut up.
Whoa, no.
Oh, you're still reeling from the effects of the battle.
Yes, I fear the poisons may have got to him more than any of us.
Then perhaps I can be of some aid then.
Oh.
What do you happen to know exactly what is ailing you?
Seems to be exhausted. If I had to.
Very exhausted.
Well, normally there's something like that rest, but the alchemist here, and he seems to have a potion to fight that very such thing.
5-day energy, right?
Some sort of energy booster.
How long does it last?
I don't remember. It's something sort of catchy if you're sedated enough.
Maybe something that we could.
Bobo! Yeah, the little Gibbon looks up at him.
Bobo? God damn it, Bobo!
Royal Gibbon, Bobo. Okay. Bobo, take this, and he hands him a little platinum piece, to the alchemist, and grab the vial that the one that he puts on his special rack. Bobo puts his hands up into the air and starts running out into the streets.
Oh, what an intelligent creature.
Oh,
Certainly, I had the best beast tamers train Bobo.
that's
Well.
nice.
We were to go and buy provisions for the journey soon. Would we still need to take care of that, or did you already think of that?
No, I didn't stock your cart full. I didn't know what you had intended there. I suppose I could if it's utterly necessary.
No, we could take care of that. I wouldn't want to impose. You already went to the trouble of getting us a cart.
Just a warning, it might not be as regal as what you're expecting from me. I picked something that would garner the least attention from the denizens of the dark.
God, it's gonna be a freaking shack cart.
That was thoughtful of you to think. Something that could have been royalty would give us attention that would not be ideal. So
yes, I went one step above prisoner wagon, but below a trading wagon.
I think that may be adequate.
Anyway, I have to return to the capital very briefly. Something requires my attention there, but by the time you return down here, successful or not, I will be back. We'll see each other then.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
And if you happen to come across any of my children, they run around wildly and adventuring much like yourself, feel free to hassle them. They're spoiled, some of them, so I don't mind if someone gives them a good reality check.
Keep that in mind.
Do they carry your surname, New Dawn?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. I hope my celebration wasn't too loud. They do that when I spend too much time in the city. The Tabaxi here are nocturnal. Once they found out I was here during the night, it was Baruba.
Yes. I think Amelia became very aware of the customs of this land last night. She's still battling a hangover.
Yeah. Because I still cradle her.
I did not take her for an alcoholic.
Well,
He strolls out.
Amelia the Alcoholic. That's not a title I expected to hear, but here we are.
Earned.
and she's got a gun.
She does have a gun. That is very accurate.
An unloaded gun.
Oh, she's reloaded it by now.
How does she know how to read?
Yeah. Thermish was showing her how to use them back when he gave it to her in the first place.
Good. Then she's managed to.
She's expert. She's flipping that shit around.
All right.
Right.
As your party's like, oh, Larry, time to get ready to stalk. You hear the door sort of like slow and then force open as this little creature with its hands up comes running in, runs up to Nicole and throws a potion on his lap and then runs out. It's all really quick.
You could have spoken with it.
God, it has unnatural speed as well.
It has that run with it, like the arms way in the air, right? And they kind of swaggle left or right.
Outwards.
Yeah.
He has
God.
it has the
Why
full
could
given
mouth
run.
be that useful?
Just give it
Mouth
time.
can be that useful.
Give it time. Let mouth grow, and truly he will
Give him
become
the
a
truly
Baruba.
hands.
Ultimate. The failure.
All right, Nicole, let's give this vial a shot.
Alrighty, if I die, you know who did it.
It wasn't made by humans.
I pop open the cork and I drink the vial.
You drink the vial.
Monster energy drink.
And before it was like, oh, you have to put it on yourself.
It's an oil.
You down the vial. It's a sort of a citrusy taste to it, full of electrolytes. What plants crave? You you immediately lose 1 level of exhaustion, and you gain 10 movement speed for the presumably who knows how long. You've gained 10 movement speed.
Wow.
So he's still at half movement speed. So he's at
Oh, still
25.
at
He's at 25 right now.
Poor guy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's as fast as a dwarf now, right? You know.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I still have 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah, you still look a little tired, but hopefully with enough rest today, you'll be ready.
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Well,
Starting to see some color come to those cheeks. The gray hairs are turning slightly white.
What?
Huh?
What about my hair?
Oh, nothing.
If you all want to sit here and work over your hangovers, so be it. I will go see about provisions, though I would
Find out how much a barrel of the finest ale they have will be, too.
I
No,
am not
no,
going
no.
to do that. We can save the ale for when celebrations are due, Threk.
Oh, come on.
Though, someone dear to me always told me that every day is a day worth celebrating, so maybe.
I mean, just find out the price. You don't have to buy it. But if it's a good deal, just let me know, right?
I'll keep that in mind.
I don't know
Right.
how you can talk with them.
And
They
if
don't
something's
speak
too
the
heavy to
language.
carry, you call me.
I'll just have them move it to our wagon.
Or me, you know. It's just...
I mean, if you, I wouldn't want to make you feel inadequate. If you would like to carry it, absolutely.
Oh, I love to carry heavy things.
I could carry it.
Oh well, you're both invited to come carry things on my shopping spree. As he backflips out of the building.
Guys!
Don't you wish you could do that,
Roll
Nicole?
me.
How do you do that? Like,
Roll me an acrobat.
No,
How
I
do you do that?
absolutely will.
oh! You sound
Hiya!
so good.
18.
All right, you backflip
Oh.
out.
+8? Damn, pretty good.
Ah, that was pretty
Oh,
disrespectful.
we are
Nicole.
level 5. Yeah, okay.
All right. So the group heads out. They procure you go to the store. They offer you a barrel of water for 4 gold pieces. A barrel by itself costs 2 gold. They inform you.
How many refills of water skin? Or, let's not do
water
refills
skin
of water.
a water skin holds half a gallon. This barrel holds 40 gallons, so it's 80 refills.
That's
That's
and
not
we can
bad.
go through. We go through how many a day? Water skins.
You go through a gallon of water a day, basically.
Okay, so it'd be there's 6 of us, right? So that would be 6 gallons a day.
This would
So
keep you going for just
that's over
under
a week,
right?
or yeah,
Over-
around a week is 42 for all of us. So we would need a little bit more water to make it a week, but it's a week basically. So this is fine. We can see about getting more water on the other side. And who knows? The other side may not be a desert because we
The
saw
other
that.
side- The other side is not a desert. One of your party members is very well aware of that.
Yeah. So all right. So and it was 4 gold. So I'll pay that. No problem. And then
you get a deal because it's a bundle. Hey, right? You
Yeah.
get a deal.
A Costco bundle.
hell yeah.
um,
And then the food, the meals. How much is that?
Well, you wanna procure just rations, just standardized rations.
I mean, yeah, whatever they've got for sale for food. I'm looking for
yeah,
deals.
Something that'll last you. Let's see, how much are rations? They're like half a gold each, right, or something.
Rations are
silver,
yes, two. Well, rations are 2 gold per one apparently.
what?
rations?
No,
No
no
5E?
way.
What the hell? No, it's 5 SP. Okay, it was additive. It was calculating all mine because I have 4, so that would make 2 gold, right? So 5 silver per ration.
All right, they were willing to do a deal with you.
Right?
They'll do 20 ration, 20 whole fucking rations for let's see, that 10 of them would cost 5 gold, 20's 10 gold. They'll do 20 rations for 7 gold,
Good deal.
and
7
you can buy that bundle as many times as you want.
And that would be how many? That's 20 times so 6. Oh,
Well, so you would need one of those per day normally, right? So all of us,
Right.
yeah. So 7. We need 7
There's
times
6 of
6.
us.
Yeah. So we need 2 of those bundles minimum, right?
so that'd be a week.
Yeah, two gets.
That would equate our water. So it'd be 8. Wait, no. They said it was 8 gold
7
for that,
gold.
or 7.
So if you bought 2 bundles, it'd be 14 gold for that. And then you would have 40 rations to distribute to the party. And we still have some rations ourselves, so we actually do have the
Yes.
rounding out.
So I'm gonna go ahead and buy that bundle because we can always take with the rations left over and pocket them. And so I am gonna do that. I'll put down a platinum and 4 gold.
these great savings you got. It's almost as if the winds whistle. Wheel.
My God is still alive.
Positive outcomes.
Positive outcomes. All right, and then do they have people to move it, or do they just set it in front of me?
Once you find the guy who speaks Primera, and he's not the owner or anything, but he's like, "So it's coming to city." He's like yelling at them, and they got a Luxodon who lifts both one the barrel on his shoulder, and his the crate is under his arm, and he's walking with them down to the place where the cart is.
Yeah, and I'll direct them to the cart, and I'll look for it. And I'm assuming the cart's like, "Oh, you're the one with the emperor. It's right here."
You reach the cart. It is a open top cart normally, but it looks like they have these things kind of screwed into the side that puts a tarp covering over the back. So it looks like one of those pioneer carts from the Wild West.
Oh, nice. Okay, that works.
There is someone who will have to sit up front, possibly two people. That will be just in the sun. You also notice it's not being pulled by bullets, but by camels now.
That's fair. Right, yes. I just set him there, right there in the cart.
He steps onto the back, and it creaks under the Luxodon's weight, but he puts them in and then pushes them to the back. And he wipes his forehead.
I go to shake his hand, like his giant fucking hand.
Yeah, you like grip onto the underside of his palm, like I can manage that.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
his massive hand almost like engulfs yours, and he like shakes your hand.
Yeah. Right. Thank you both. And I'm gonna head back to the inn.
All right. And while he was getting that, what did everyone else want to do? I assume probably Amelia, you tagged along with him to do that.
I'm just gonna be with Aurora. She's
Aurora. All right.
Yeah.
Aurora, what do you want to do? So Callum was going to get the car. Sadak went to go get provisions. What did you want to do before leaving? That sick woman. Where is she?
She's there.
Aurora.
She's just not apparently aware.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Aurora.
I'm here.
What do you want to do while Sadak was going to get provisions?
I'm braiding Amelia's hair this entire time.
All right, so you're staying in the establishment then until he returns.
Yeah.
Fixing her hair. All right, Nicole, you feel reinvigorated with the smallest bit of life, that you're still not even back to your normal self yet. What do you want to do?
I am going to lay onto the table, like leaned over and just having my head down.
All right. While you're doing that, you hear the loud of a Luxodon come up behind you, and before you could look back, you see on the table before you a small basket of fruit is placed.
I take some fruit.
It's an apple.
Do I see any special fruit?
Just any weird abstract fruit. There's any. Yeah, sure. Let's throw in. There's one that has this sort of weird. The outer shell looks like it's made of a star pattern. It looks like a bunch of separate panels of star pattern. And as you grip it and sort of look it over, you realize you can just pull one of these out, and you pull it out, and it's like this sort of sliver of a fruit. It's a weird setup, but you pull out the separate little pieces by the outside, and giving it a lick, it has like pineapple, but with less bitterness, more like a creamy sweet pineapple.
Delicious.
Delicious. And then he drops back down. All right, and Thrak, I assume since the rest of the group is hanging out here, you intend to as well?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we're
all right.
Kick back.
It doesn't take long then for Sadak to make his way back. It's probably like a 15 to 20 minute time period. But Sadak, you come back to find Amelia still holding her head and Aurora braiding her hair. Thrak is slumped back. reminiscing about the time Mouth was around, and Nicole is maybe sleeping head down on the table. Your intrepid group of adventurers ready to progress.
Almost like a beat up group right now.
Right. Well, good news, everyone. It's all been taken care of. I've paid for plenty of water and food, and we have a cart. So,
Excellent.
so
Any ale?
unfortunately, they didn't have any ale that I could peruse.
Okay.
Oh God.
So we'll have to look to the southern lands and see if they have something. Maybe in Aurora can
Ooh.
up your spirits with what they have down there.
You got the spicy stuff down there.
And they have the finest elven wine.
Debatable, but
Oh, just saying.
Nicole also might find that debatable.
elven wine is very varied, Aurora.
Or nothing don't lie to yourself.
You're not even an elf. Don't lie to yourself. Say that to that
I want to
human.
ask.
No, not you. Her.
Yeah.
That human trying to judge elven.
I'm just saying. How's Amelia looking right now?
Apparently,
you
she's
know,
still. I don't think that.
Nah,
better.
you gotta be kicked in by now.
Yeah.
She's getting better, but the problem, she might equate the getting better to what's being done to her hair now. Who knows? Maybe in the future she'll want her hair braided when she's in pain.
Yeah.
Right.
But
well,
Amelia, the light no longer hurts. Your eyes have adjusted to some regard. The sort of dull headache that you have is like in the back of your mind now, but it's still a slight annoyance.
Right. She'll then look up at Aurora, smile, and then she'll hug you. And then she'll stand on her feet. And look at Sidak, then look at everyone else. See
Do you like
Nicole.
your hair?
Huh?
I point at your head. Do you like?
She looks like trying to look like a cat, like with one of those little Santa hats on its
kinda
head.
like-
She's trying to
I'm
look.
sure there's silverware. I take out a spoon and just kind of reflect it as a mirror, makeshift mirror towards you. Oh no, I have a mirror. I take out a mirror. I have it in my pack, right?
So you show her a mirror.
Do I have a mirror? I thought I did. No, I don't. Just kidding. I give you a spoon.
here.
I
no.
do.
just-
I have a steel mirror. I have a steel mirror, and I show it to you.
So you know when you have a dog look at its reflection the first time, she stops and just stares at it, right? stares at her
Barks at
reflection.
Self-reflection's going on right now. Uh-oh.
She then kind
Do you
of
like?
moves to the left and moves to the right while she's seeing herself move in the alternate dimension of the mirror, and then she'll wave to it, and then she kind of seems repulsed at the way she waved at herself.
Oh my god! All right, I put the mirror away.
She moves around it to look behind it to see where that girl is.
Yeah, 100%. But then you take it from her, and she's no.
All right. Eventually now, the party reconstituted and reinvigorated. They together progress with Sadak, who shows them the way to their pioneer carriage with two large camels on the front. Arlani, or not Arlani.
Did you just call me Arlani?
It's an A.
I didn't make my name for this campaign. I didn't do it.
Amelia, come on, they're close enough.
Alright,
Anyway,
the creature.
Arlani was not a. Fuck you.
No, we'll go back to creature since it's far further.
No.
Amelia, as you're approaching these massive creatures, just their head has to be above the 7-foot range. It looks over to you, chewing something, and then looks forward. The briefest acknowledgement of your existence.
She'll look at Aurora. Points at the camels.
That's a camel.
Camel.
Camel. And then
Damn.
that, and I point to its hump. I'm like, it's a hump.
Hump?
Hump.
Amelia,
Let's
you watch.
slow down
You watch as it leans down. There, you see a cactus on the floor. The spiky green sort of plant. The camel just grabs it and starts eating it.
Oh my
straight up.
god, really?
Through the needles?
Yeah,
God.
camels do
That's
that.
what
And
camels do. Yeah.
yeah, in real life they eat cactuses.
Holy shit.
They also spit.
Yeah, they do spit.
Do you want to go uppies?
Puppy.
Oh,
Oh no.
I look at.
Cringe.
Oh no.
I mean, so she's walking on her own now, right? I mean,
yeah. And
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
way, Calum is sitting on the front of the cart, up where the reins are, but he's not currently holding them. He's leaned back and his legs are up on the front. And his Fuchsia's waiting.
Should
All
I
right,
take?
let's get on.
I'll take driving first, or Thrak, would you like to?
Oh, go for it, man.
I've never operated a cart before. No.
Well, it's pretty easy.
Right.
there-
Well,
Yeah. You don't have, you're not good with animals?
Well, I rode the bullets at the temple, but they're trained.
Well, it's the same thing. These camels are probably used to pulling a cart. I'll hop up there with them. So it's the same thing with the bullets, pretty much. Just keep them on track and use the reins like you did with the bullets. Right. Everyone hop in.
Do you want me to try?
Let's. I'll take us out of the city first, and then you can give it a shot.
Right.
You can do
Yeah,
anything
everyone-
you put your mind to.
Everyone gets into the back, and by the way, the back
Yeah.
is directly open to where they are. There's just a sort of back to the chair that they're on between you and them, because, like I said, it's an open back cart with just a tarp, like with a raised tarp on it to cover it. Pioneer wagon.
there's not actually seating then, right? It's just
No. You guys are just sitting in the back.
Yeah, it's literally the fucking here I'll post it right there, like the Pioneer fucking covered wagon. Where it's like it's literally just a tub with wheels, and they put a cloth over the top.
a true wagon.
Yeah, except the front portion is actually exposed to the sunlight, not like this one. So it's more like
yeah, it's got a front bench. It's like the freaking art I have in Oasis. Yeah.
Ah, yes, Oasis.
Oasis. Yes. Amelia is just like kind of like, being very handsy in the environment side. She's like running her hand against the tarp and then against the frame and against the wood base, stuff like that.
right.
God.
Is everyone in? Okay. In the back, of course, the keg is water. Refill your water skins. There's a little tap down below. Very quaint, actually, and thoughtful of them to do that. And then in the box are individually packaged rations. There's enough for around a week travel for all of us.
All right.
And
You
it
thought
was-
of
it was-
everything.
It was how many individual packs? It was like 48? No,
40.
Yeah, it was 40. It was
40 rations.
2 bundles of 20 that you purchased.
Right.
Oh, Sadak. Quite a lot of shopping.
Yeah.
Yes, managed to take care of it. All right.
You did great.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah.
You
get going.
and the camels do not move at first. Can you roll me an animal handling as you try again?
I feel so I'm being challenged
I'm
by
not
the
trying
gods.
to, guys. I'm not trying.
The gods are challenging me this day.
I didn't
Hey!
know.
With a lift of your leg and a kick to the rear of one of them with a next hia, you manage to get them moving. And in a staggering like 5 miles per hour, they are trotting right now.
Let's go!
But they're moving.
Wow.
Camel go.
Yep. There
Mm-hmm.
you go.
Fuck, where did his model go? Where did Kalen's model go? I was looking for his ass.
He got thrown. I don't
Where is he?
remember.
Oh, poor guy.
He's around here
It's
somewhere. Where
Lunadarius.
No, not Lunadarius. Oh my
Well,
god,
here, we can
Caelan's
just
gone!
copy Kalen right here. He's just copy.
He's gone!
Alright, but I was gonna ask Kalen. So, which would be the best? We just head straight to, what was the town name? Is it Northway Village?
Oh, yes. If you want to get there quickly, and it sounds like you guys are biding time, we'll head straight across the desert to Northway Village. It's particularly more dangerous, mainly because if we get lost, well, our water supply will last us for a good while.
It shouldn't be that hard, right? I mean, I can sort of see the mountains in the distance, and as long as we stay perpendicular, right? We should?
Right. We'll just have to be careful for wild roulettes.
Alright. Well, I'll trust your instincts. We'll head directly that way. And then I'll take us out of the town, and then once we're safely out of the town, I'll try and, like, while they're still moving, pass the reins over and let him, like, give it a shot, just kind of, like, letting the reins go.
He goes to turn them, and you watch he yanks them so hard that they both nearly stumble. Their heads, like, turn.
Whoa, okay, let me take those back, right here.
You said, like, the...
No, okay,
Rest.
so... let me rephrase that. The idea is the same, but you don't need to be as aggressive with camels that you do the bullets.
Oh.
More gentle, right? See, watch as I do for a little while, and then I'll pass them back.
He studies them closely as you keep them going at now a normal camel pace or trotting along. If you were running, you could keep up with this, but a jog, it would probably be getting just a bit ahead of you.
Right.
But yeah, he's watching, and then he sort of narrows his brow and announces to the entire cart. So what do you think the trial will be? The Northern Temple focuses on your mind, on your morals, on yourself. I've heard the Southern is a test of your ability. Your external.
Well, it depends on if it's tailored per person or if it's a general test. If it's a general test, I would assume it's probably a fight, or maybe even a feat of strength or agility, like retrieving an item from an obstacle course. But if it's a fight, I mean, that's more self-explanatory. What do you all think?
Can I hear this conversation?
Yeah. There's just an opening to the front of the cart. All that's between you and them is like the back of the chair. But like, here's what you would see them sitting here like this.
Yeah, we're like just sitting here, and you guys are like right here, like right behind us.
Well, I'm under the assumption they're going to test our bodies, and we're not going to do too well with that since most of us rely on our spellcasting abilities. If it's anything like the other temple, everything will be...
A-okay.
No. No.
Long, no.
Everything wasn't A-okay. It's A-okay for you.
Well, what are you fearing, Thrak? You're strong. You're a strong man.
I've found myself rather reliant on my magic lately, and I don't like it.
Well,
how did
Fear
you
not.
your magic, Thrak?
I was born with it, like most others.
molded by it.
Molded by it.
Fear not, Thrak.
What?
Many mages walk the path of dragons, not just those physically capable.
Right. Okay, well, if they allow us to use such abilities, or there's an area where we're able to demonstrate such powers, we might have a better chance of performing to their standards, but they increase the difficulty for us, apparently, and they are aware that we are working with their disliked emperor. So they're not going to give us any sort of freebies. This is going to be This is going to be difficult.
That's not fair.
I don't think they care about fair.
Life's not fair.
Yes, you weren't there. The Emperor visited us in the inn. He merely wished to see us before we left, and you had already gone to get the cart. But he expressed that they heard about what happened with our test at the temple and everything that surrounded it, and they are displeased by the result and feel that we were not adequately tested per the standards, and thus they, to truly test us, are going to be making it harder for us on their test.
Mm-hmm. So if we pass such tests, we will be a one of a kind.
Well, I think that if we do pass the test, that they will have no choice but to be forced to respect us.
That's right. And we would have passed the test far harder than any other that preceded.
Correct.
So therefore, our test would be even more so prudent that we are capable and worthy.
But
Do you have any idea what the test might be, Kalen? I mean, I know you asked us, but...
Haven.
Kalen.
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 Why is
Said
Kevin
Kalen.
a corn?
I said Kalen. Did I not?
He said Kalen.
I could swear I heard Kevin. Okay.
You've got Gale right on the mind.
Hey,
I
Kalen.
know.
As I said, it's a test of your abilities and your external. I imagine a fight or something that's difficult to do at the Northern Temple. I'm not supposed to discuss it, but you've already gotten the amulet from Master Daruma.
Mm-hmm.
You're taken to a mountain north of far enough so that the anti-magic doesn't affect you anymore. And then you're put through an experience of illusions or images, but they feel real. It's a situation, one your own mind conjures up.
Huh. Who's the master of that temple?
Southern Temple?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I never intended to make the second part of the journey. I was going to try to become the master of the Amos Temple.
See.
Well, who knows? That may still be in your sights. There's no telling what the future holds. So, maybe coming along on this journey with us and proving your worth to the Southern Temple, your goal may actually be closer than you expect.
Oh.
Proving your worth to walk the path surely makes you master material, wouldn't it not?
I suppose I never truly cared for walking the path of dragons.
Maybe that may be the lesson the master may trying to teach you.
Yes. Maybe you should.
But regardless of the reasoning behind it, I'm glad you could join us for this adventure, Kalen.
Yeah. Nice to have you.
We will be better off with your experience.
I imagine that you'll be better off with my ability to speak Sochi.
I mean, that's definitely
That's one benefit.
Where's the Loxodon?
He didn't come.
Oh.
Bosch fucking
I'm
Lunders
asking him. I'm asking him.
Oh, Lunders, he was promoted to be master of the temple in Daruma's absence. I imagine he's with the other disciple.
Good for him.
just boshing around.
Seems like a swell guy.
Well, he's rather stingent. He used to beat me down a lot when I got out of line.
Look how strong it made you.
There you go.
I don't feel strong.
I don't know. You
Apparently-
pulled those reins like you were going to pull those camels' heads off. Look at you. You're a specimen.
These beasts aren't a test of strength. I lost to that tiefling, and then again against that poisoner I felt worthless.
We all
Remember.
did.
Oh,
Those
we all did.
those were mighty enemies. They were dark ascended. They are.
It's Nicole. Oh shit! Somebody, give Nicole some water.
I give him water.
Oh my!
I pour out my own water.
Of course, he doesn't take the humans.
I pressed the digitation to chill it.
Ooh,
I give the water to
that prestidigitation cold water is perfect on the lips.
It's the spot.
Just right.
Your cracked ass dry lips.
Humans suck, but orcs now.
Orcs are top tier.
Swell fellas.
I think you're the best one in the party, Zach.
No. What are you doing, Brock?
Lay down and rest, old friend.
As long as at least you know elven wine isn't that good here.
Elven wine is delicious.
I'm not a fan.
Okay. So, as the party discusses the benefits to elven wine and the taste of it and the inferiorities to the human-made wine of Primerus, except for those southern wines. There's something about the south wine, particularly southwest wine, that seems better than the rest. The party travels for their first full day. Still no town in sight now, but the other one far behind them. How do you guys want to do your watches? Right, you remember you only need to do 2 essentially, and then the elves cover the rest.
I'll do the first watch.
Okay.
It'd be Aurora Threk, right?
Okay, I guess so.
I'm not exhausted, so I can stay out.
Well, because
I
if
have 1 level of exhaustion.
Alright, so then you should pass out.
I'll do
so
the
then
first
we go
one. I'll do the
Aurora, and then Kalen.
Caitlin can do 1.
Okay.
Alright,
There
and
we
then the elves will handle the rest. So as the first day comes to a close, the party sets up inside the back of the caravan cart they have, putting down their bedrolls. Some people wedged in like sardines, while the others sort of sit up on the top and overlook the sands. Kaylin will put out water for the camels. They don't need a whole lot because they store it when they started their travel, but the camels will be tied down. They're not removed from the cart, so they can't run away with it, but they're tied down somewhere. All right. So go ahead, Aurora, roll me a perception for the first night.
Okay, is there?
Amelia's up with Aurora.
Okay.
Okay.
Amelia, you can also roll me a perception, or you can help Aurora. Up to you.
Oh, I guess I'll roll. Let's see. 24.
All right. Well, 24 is a lot better than the 8.
It is.
So, looking out into the darkness, you notice something rather new. Without you guys haven't lit a fire. There's not firewood to gather around here. It is cold, so people are sort of huddled together because at night the desert becomes cold. You see up in the sky a large series of stars, more than you normally see. This sort of pattern, this sort of yellowish color to it all, as if there's a gas between them. It's all very pretty, Amelia. And
Alright.
Yeah.
Points up.
I look up. Oh, it's beautiful. Do the stars form a constellation?
oh, sure they do. What do you know of astrology?
That's true. What would she know about astrology?
You know what you do? You do what Shrek does. You just make them up. You outline them with your finger, and you so go ahead and just star, and you tell me what that series of stars meant to your family and you. You see that there is the blah blah blah.
Yeah. And then over there, you know.
Go ahead, make one up.
Oh shit. You see, Amelia. You see that one right there. See? And then I point to one. And I say that is known as Gerald. You see, he has a big nose and stuff like that. You see, and then I point to another one. You see this one. You kind of like it looks like a face. Looks like a face. You see. That one is Arlani the frightful. And then Arlani. Yes, very good. I point to another one. Obviously, like the most beautiful constellation. I'm like that one. Oh, that one's called Celeste. The most beautiful constellation of the night sky.
Aurora?
Huh?
Where your home?
Oh, where's home?
Your home?
My home. Here. Where we are. Just not here. And I kind of like do like big grand gestures with my hands, but like I motion to the south, down south, past the mountains. Are the mountains they're not in eyesight, right?
They're in the distance. They're almost impossible to miss with how high they go. Like Sadako was saying, you can use them to just sort of guide yourself in the direction. If you got spun around at some point, who knows? It's also, since they span the entire continent, it's not a good sense of how long you have to travel.
So past those mountains, Amelia, just over there. Yeah.
It pretty like, and she points to the sky.
It's nice. It's really nice. Yes.
You like home?
Yeah. I just smile.
Sidak? And she points to her second finger. Home.
Huh?
Sidak? Home. And she keeps tapping her left index finger. Don't know home.
He doesn't know his home?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying, Larry.
That's part of the trouble.
That's part of the trouble.
You don't know his home? Well, Amelia, where's your home?
She points at you. Then she points over at Thrak. Then every other person in the party. Nicole,
your home.
Sidak.
Oh, your home. Are you there? And I point to like a distance. Or are you over there? Where's your home?
She points back at you.
All right. Well, so we're your home.
Yeah.
Okay. So you find comfort with us. Very good.
Home good.
Home is good, yeah. It's very nice, very nice. Very different, but very nice. Are you hungry? You know I can cook really well.
Cook? No,
Good.
be quiet.
You can cook quietly. Oh, look, I can cook quietly.
Oh.
Aurora, now full of herself and her ability to cook, hops off the cart and then stands there in the middle of the sands with the sudden and sharp realization that there's no material to start a fire other than her cart.
Can I grab an apple and make makeshift applesauce?
You guys don't have apples.
Apples in the rations?
No, rations are like a bread. They're like a something that you can just store for a long time.
Cheeses, dried meats.
Oh, well,
preserved.
Yeah, fruits don't they keep, but they don't keep like rations.
It's a charcuterie board.
Oh, we have a charcuterie board. Okay. Well, I can cook, Amelia. Not now, but I learned how to cook when I was very,
But you'll
very small.
say now?
No. I can't. There's nothing for me to cook now.
Oh.
Yeah. But I learned how to cook very, very small like you. Yeah, I learned how to cook. And I learned how to
You're
clean.
cooking good like Thrak.
Yes. I guess so.
You already had a
Not
competition.
even
you
close.
And I won that one too.
But it was very close. It was very close.
My cooking against Doc is better, and I give her like a wink, like.
I pride myself on cooking.
So as
you're awake, Doc.
No. As you finish up the conversation and look up to the stars and regale about that one right there, and that frightful one, and that beautiful one that kind of looks like a smudgy troll when you stretch out the lines a bit. Your watch comes to an end. It's time to wake up the next person, and they'll handle it. Who was agreed to be Kalen. You wake him up. He nods and does his watch. I roll because something could happen. Anyways, the elves arise from their trance some 2 hours later. And for the rest of the night, it is Nicole and Sadak together.
You know, we're gonna have to get used to speaking to each other for long periods of time if we keep doing this.
Do you have an issue speaking with?
No, I just meant that we're gonna become more accustomed to each other in these situations. More so than the others.
How come it sounded like there was an issue?
I was more so making levity of the situation. You're quite the prickly fellow, you know? At least you output yourself that way.
You calling me a cactus?
Well, it's an adequate comparison.
Sometimes you don't see yourself as maybe another thing. Maybe like an onion or something.
Are you trying to say you have layers?
Oh boy, I'm getting mad already. I regret making any remark about the fucking stars now. And suddenly, the morning. No, all right, finish up, you bastards. Now I'm mad. Go ahead, keep talking.
Right. I have the sudden urge to not say anything for the next 2 hours.
My urge is to stare at the stars, all their meaning.
Yes, I wonder what they are. Wait, they weren't that shiny before. Strange. I wonder what happened.
Do you think it's due to many people living around town that these stars lose their brightness?
Can't say I've heard that one, but maybe. There was a odd fellow I met one time, though, and he said that we couldn't see the stars that well anymore due to pyromancers practicing fire magic. He said something about global warming.
God damn you.
How more fire
And
caused
suddenly, the morning. Oh, you fucking bastard! You
The
filthy.
fucking pyromancers are attacking!
the fucking pyromancers caused global warming.
As the sun rises on a new day, the party dons their equipment once more. They reattach the camels who are ornery. It takes the combined efforts of Kalen and Sadak ripping onto the reins to pull them back into place. And the cart begins moving. This time, Kalen sits in back. Who wants to ride up front with Sadak? Who wants a chance to try and corral the camels into going the direction? Going once,
Our
going twice,
conversation
going...
was so nice. I think I will be taking part.
Oh,
My exhaustion has become a 1.
That's good.
I'm proud of you.
Right. Well, like Kaylin,
Sarcasm.
I'll get them up to speed, and then once they're up to speed, I'll pass the reins over to you to get you accustomed.
-6 gallons, -6 gallons of water, and minus fucking 6 rations from the total.
Nicole? You see Alani? Salast? Rupert?
And Gerald.
Gerald.
What is she saying?
So last.
I think she's trying to cast a spell, but is messing up on it.
Is she arcane? Can she do that? I think so.
I don't.
No. We saw.
She's got some skills.
Juda, Idarasa.
Aurora, show me Celeste, Alani, Geralt. You see?
Aurora, you did what?
We saw a couple constellations, and since I know some of them, and I just showed her some constellations. Yeah, you don't know you don't know any constellations, Sadak?
Sorry,
You never started.
Sorry. I'm a little bit of a learned elf myself. I'm not like intelligent. I'm not like book smart, but do I know of constellations by those names?
No. No, you've never heard of such constellations.
Right.
You never stargazed
I want
before?
to know where your intellect was first procured. Because I think there was something tainted in the water. You were going to decide these names of Gerald as a constellation.
Aurora, please. She's impressionable, and I'm assuming she's trying to relearn things. So teaching her falsely is not the right move.
Well, how is it teaching her falsely if it's something that I learned, that someone taught me?
I'm pretty sure you pointing at the sun doesn't mean his name is Hot.
That's true.
She looks up at the sun.
Yeah, that's right.
That's twice you've done it now, Aurora.
Dark, cold. Dark, cold.
See, I mean, she's not wrong.
Yes, dark is cold, but
the dark is
I
cold.
point at the sun. That is the sun.
Hot.
The sun is hot.
She is hot. See Amelia?
I'm about to ban you from ever speaking to her like this.
Hot, not sun?
Sun is hot.
Sun is hot.
Sun
Yeah, hot.
is
I point
hot.
to the sun. Hot.
No. Point at the sun. Sun, Aurora, if you keep doing this.
Alright, go. Aren't you ready to camel in the front?
Yes, but I can still talk to you
That's true. But
while doing this.
we'll be fine in the back.
Thrak, please. I beg of you.
What's
going on? What are you guys talking about?
Don't let Aurora poison the mind of the young girl.
She is a poisoner. We can all agree on that.
We're all poisoners apparently, but you know what context I mean.
Thank you, Thrak. Thank you.
Boy.
What have you done?
Sidak poison
It's
mouth.
Oh. Say that
Okay.
one more time, Amelia.
Keep talking.
Say it again.
Sidak show poison me. Poisoned mouth. Mouth not good.
Did you
Huh.
hear that?
Really?
I'm trying to
I
recall.
showed-
Good job, Sidak.
I show you. She's looking at Thrak. I show you. He, blah, your face.
I think I recall speaking to you about that. How I poisoned mouth because Amelia was trying to get into my poisons.
That's cool.
It was a learning opportunity.
It's okay, because mouth dead.
Dead?
Do
Mouth?
the break sound.
Dead?
Don't say that. Say it's a construct, Amelia.
Horrible! Don't say that. No, Amelia, no, honey. Malthus not here right now. He's somewhere else. Okay.
He's
Yeah.
dead,
He'll
but
come
on a
back.
different plane of existence.
He'll come back. You know, that's what
We're
you
getting
do, right?
too complicated here. Well, what have you done besides poison my fake monkey?
I think that's it. I mean, there was the lockpicking incident with Garamy, but I think that
she
was
gets up and she's like trying to crap on the Sinak to quiet him.
There's a lockpicking incident. So you're teaching the child to lockpick?
No, actually,
So who's the bad teacher now?
she's like trying to get like wrap around and like touch him, and he's like trying to like block as well. Like she stole my stole my lockpicks and was attempting to get into Garamy's room and broke one of my lockpicks, and I had to teach her how it worked so it wouldn't happen again.
And you're hold on, Sinak. Hold on. You think it's possible for her to be taught how to lockpick, and then here I am pointing to the damn sky about some random constellation, and that counts as worse?
Yes, because I'm at least stop it. I'm teaching her right. Ow.
What?
What the hell? Okay, and what have you?
Show brush?
You what? You made her brush your horse?
She asked for it.
She
Pretty.
could've got to the face by that horse.
Okay.
Oh, damn elves.
Right.
She's more inclined to get hurt standing next to you than Lundarius. Lundarius is a war horse if you actually knew what a horse is. They're well trained.
Okay.
You, on the other hand, I have second guesses
You know
now.
what? I'm starting to think that maybe Solomon's not so bad after all.
He's
I
done
mean,
good work.
I got the child drunk. You're teaching her how to lockpick. We got Thurvish over there giving her a gun.
Gun.
He did do that.
Okay,
And
and
hold on,
then
all
you're
I did-
teaching her all of the wrong things about the stars and the names for things.
Listen, all I did is point at a random constellation.
Nicole is using her for child labor at this point.
Exactly.
I think at this point we should all
Child
just-
labor for what? You
Brush-
know how to take care of animals, unlike you, who destroys mouth
Why
every
don't
2
you take it?
seconds.
Why don't
Okay,
you
mouth
take
is not
care
an
of
animal.
yourself?
Number one.
It's true. Look,
Okay,
she is learning a wide.
we're
breadth
doing a
of
terrible
skills.
job. We're
No.
doing an absolute
No, look,
terrible
say,
job.
say, look, she has skills to allow her to maneuver items with her mind, right? Say that she was in a situation where she was handcuffed. If she knows how to lockpick, she would be able to manipulate the lockpicks with her mind and free herself.
You're
That
in
is a
some
useful
fantasy world
skill.
where you
That is a
think
useful skill.
You're turning her into a little assassin.
Best home. Best
Exactly.
home.
It
Best.
doesn't. This is how I was taught when I was younger. It makes sense that I would teach these things to her.
No,
Right.
you're teaching-
Callan
no,
is sitting there holding his knees to his chest. He just pushes his face down to them like, oh.
You know, no, you're teaching her that he can't. If the president comes, there's a locked door for
There's
her.
only
She
one
can lock
person.
it.
Okay, there's two people that should be teaching the child at this point. I think it's Solomon, and then some sort of a monk that can teach her how to fight.
I would
Poor
agree with
Frederick.
that. I would agree
And
with
I
that.
think we all need to take a hands-off approach on this one because we're really kind of screwing up.
No.
I
No.
look at Amelia. Amelia, have you been learning a lot with all of us?
Yes. Best home.
See, we're a house, guys.
You see, but we're influencing her. She doesn't know any different.
Okay.
Amelia, do you know the difference?
Huh?
Exactly. She wouldn't
Oh.
know. Would we have been better people if we would have just left her with a caring family? Potentially. That's why I'm still have feelings about this whole arrangement.
I thought she was part with you guys. Is she? Are you guys not her caretakers?
Oh,
No,
Oh.
no.
well,
It's a lot. You know what? Let's explain it. We found her, in a the prince found her actually, in a
There's
cage.
no good way to say this.
Yeah, there's no good way to say it. We found her in a cage. She was captured by bandits. She had no way of interacting with us. She just took in information. She had no way of explaining herself. It's almost like a blank slate. And she's been learning while we've been in her company. Though we don't know where she's from, who she's affiliated with, who her relationships are, or even if she's from Primera. But we hazard a guess. There has been, like, her tattoos have been recognized by a few individuals, but yes, so that is why she is how she is, and well, catches you up to speed on how we found her.
I kind of take a hard look at Amelia, just trying to like piece together what Asenak was saying, and just kind of dissecting the information, just staring at Amelia. And I say,
she's a young woman, body about 15 years of age in appearance. She's wearing sort of this flowing, designed clothing. It doesn't look like just rags she picked up. There's these slight markings on her body. These a tattooed pattern that's mostly covered.
Half of it's covered. Yeah, her lower abdomen, right, her navel is exposed, and along the back as well. And there does appear to be, like this green inking across it, and it appears the tattoos do go up her back and like under the clothing it's hiding it. So there probably is more of it up in her shoulder blades and on her back, but you don't see that because she's wearing clothing right now, right? Yeah, and it's kind of like tribalicious looking, right? It's kind of like these like arcs and bends and geometric contours to it. Except you actually helped her bathe once, didn't you? Back in the guild hall, right?
yeah, that's
After
true.
the sewer?
Well, I guess now knowing this information, and she's just stuck with you guys ever since.
Correct. The prince had no better option, but then again, I don't think any of us have a good option.
And now she considers us her home.
Right, and it would be cruel otherwise to remove her from us, and so we stand, and that puts us in charge of making sure that she's, well, kept safe and cared for, etc., until she is cognizant enough to make her own decisions, and if she chooses to stay with us, then that is her choice.
We protect you, Amelia.
I think that's implied. Aurora, what are we getting into in the Southern Lands?
Well, a lot of elves. A lot of a lot more vegetation than where we are right now.
A familiarity for me, at least.
The people there are a bit more docile and more in the southern region, like the very, very bottom south of Camberil. There's a bunch of astral elves. And they have a huge tower. They just kind of look up at the night sky. I assume, I don't know. They just do magic stuff over there.
Can't say I've ever met an astral elf. What? But
What I have seen, astral elves leave that area box and come up
On
where
the
the border is.
Cersei's an astral elf, yeah.
oh well, then Cersei's the only. Let me rephrase that. Cersei's the only astral elf I've ever met. I thought she was a drow. I ain't even gonna lie.
Wow, she's been introduced as an astral elf the entire dang time.
It was one time, and I guess I missed it.
Oh, yeah,
My bad. It's on me.
Yeah.
It's on me. Right. Well,
People there are a bit more docile.
you used that word twice. Why docile?
Dog?
Because it's
Dog style.
docile.
Style.
No.
Docile.
Yeah. Hold on. Dog-sile, yeah.
No.
Dog, Max.
Well, I mean, it's different. I've never really come up to the northern region of Camberil.
No,
So this is really a big culture shock.
No, you misunderstand. Whenever somebody uses the term docile, they generally mean like something that's easy to control. Are you saying they have no backbone and bend easily as a people, or are they just more pacifistic?
Pacifistic. There's so many headstrong people up here.
How's our resident northern person taking that?
He seems a bit perplexed by that take.
Right. Well, I'm sure we'll see it when we get there. You feel comfortable enough to take the reins now, Nicole? Good, here you go.
Nicole, sweet baby boy, Nicole.
Oh, look at you. You're doing
Wake
it
up.
naturally.
Nicole!
I'm assuming that with all that time with Lunadarius, it made you efficient with even camels.
I'll take the, if he's not here, I'll take the reins.
No, he's taking them. He's got them. Don't worry, definitely. All right. So then, your group travels for the rest of the day. Again, reaching the night. This time, your group comes up with the solution that they don't even really have to care about watches. They'll have one elf stay up for 4 hours in the beginning and then trance the end, and the other elf stay up for 4 hours, and then everyone else.
Nicole nominates to split up so that way Sidek and him can't talk.
Nicole himself is the one who nominates it.
And then Sidek's like slightly offended by the notion of just like out of nowhere proposal from Nicole.
Oh, I mean, that's fine, Nicole. If that's how you want to do it, I understand it. It makes the most sense. It makes it so that everyone can rest longer. Sure, yes.
What are you going on about?
That's fine. That was your idea, right? So it's fine.
All right. So just watches are happening. They go about peacefully. Nicole, you get to be alone for your watch. You take the first 4 hours.
Amelia will be up for 2 of those with him.
All right, Amelia will spend 2 hours awake.
Asking lots of questions. She's becoming a lot more chatty.
Alright, hit me with them.
Arlani, Celeste.
Yeah, so she'll point out the 3 constellations.
Alani and Stella.
I like Alani.
You piece of shit.
Oh no.
Oh no, what have I done?
Are we changing the name?
Can I redact that again?
No, you're not making her Alani. I'm not going to be that name too.
Oh no.
Well, unfortunately, the starlation correlations, they,
I think you're still exhausted.
I am. Leave me alone.
You can have your own name for them, by the way. Like you're like whatever you want for them.
For the star constellations?
Yeah, each like people might have their own name for them. Perhaps they point to the same one, but Nicole will have a completely different identity for it than whatever Aurora made up.
Well, for me, the constellations that Aurora has told you, that one there is, you see the hair, how it could connect the stars leading around them. That is called the lover.
Lover?
Yes. It's a female elf. Let's say that. Anything. That there, Gerald, is It's a mixture between two different ones. This one is considered the tower. You can see he follows the lines. It basically makes an odd-looking building.
It's now canon that Runmaros viewed the constellation as the major arcana.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm mad at you guys that none of you have said that Azrael created them so far. All right, why aren't you guys teaching her about the religion aspect of it, where there's literally a god of the stars, the cartographer?
So there's a god called Irodel.
No!
Don't worry. Don't worry. Sidak has you.
As the other part of Gerald is you see the little loops here. It's the serpent, a snake.
That's not an arcana. What is that?
It's not an arcana.
Oh my goodness.
No, you're going off script.
Those are the three that are there. Those other ones, if you're interested in knowing about them, but most of them it would be hard to see.
Okay. And she's like quiet for like a couple minutes, and then she'll just randomly blurt out later, "Nicole, where home? You?"
My home, well, used to be home. Is Runmaros, where the Drells were, basically. I feel that,
Dwal?
yes,
What?
we are... What is what?
What? Dwal?
He pointed over to his skin. We are like elves, but more of a darker tone. Not really caught in with sunlight. But Maros and the Drows actually were... We were on the road to being the best out of everyone. Best out of all these other races. The magic we were able to conjure up, the platoon of people,
What race?
Us.
Drow? And she points to herself.
Jake said. You're a human. Well, I think you are. 100% sure. Your ears are not pointed and jagged like an elf. You're not.
She points to Sidak. Drow?
Elf. Skin. Lighter color. Not as dark as. Call.
She points to Thrak. Drow?
No. His skin green, like dark, yes. Ears not really pointy. Sharp teeth. Orc.
Orc? Elf? Uman?
What about that
Wow.
other pointy-eared guy with the dark tan skin?
Hold this to me.
Should put it, Caleb.
Son of a bitch.
Droke?
Not
Droke?
a drow. It could be human and elf. Half elf.
He's half tabaxi, I think is what the...
Yeah,
Half
he has,
tabaxi.
he has
Oh,
cat,
so he's
he
elf
has
and
cat ears,
tabaxi?
and his hands, like his upper forearms and hands, are covered in like a light layer of fur. He's got a weird sort of pattern going on.
So he's like human tabaxi or like
Yeah,
elf
human
tabaxi?
tabaxi.
Him is human and tabaxi. He puts out his hand on one and then his hand on the other and like mush it together.
Aurora?
Terrible. god.
Terrible.
Jeez.
Terrible. That's what she's known as now.
No!
She's human,
No!
like you.
Aurora, like me?
Very stubborn, but yes.
Okay. I mean, if you have to keep doing this, she would keep asking questions like that.
Yep. All right. Eventually, the questions they're mundane enough that you can just answer them. But she does tire herself out. She eventually her questions more sluggish, and then eventually she just decides to sleep where she is. You spend the rest of your watch in a nice
question.
Go
Did
on.
she finally learn how to use her sleeping bag?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
You actually would see that she'll put it right next to Aurora, and she'll cuddle right next to Aurora and sleep with her.
Oh.
How
Ugh.
evil is Nicole?
Extremely.
I'm gonna gently push Aurora away. Just enough space.
So, after she falls asleep, you separate the two slightly.
Yeah.
Oh, what a piece of shit!
What a hero.
Oh.
Bad
Eventually.
influence.
Good job, Nicole. Inspiration.
I'm
you know
playing my character. Let's do.
All right. So 4 hours pass. Nothing eventful happens. You're out in the middle of the deep desert. There doesn't seem to be any wild birds. There are no creatures. The ground isn't rumbling out here, and your camels seem calm. You begin your trance as Sadak awakens from his, alone, utterly alone.
It's been a while since I've been alone.
Has Sadak had any nightmares since, the whole falling of the Corvair or anything like that?
No story-driven ones. If you want to, I'm not gonna say no, because if your character
Personal nightmares.
would be shaken up by that to the point where it might affect their sleep, that's up to you. But Sadak, you sit alone on your bench, on the bench to the outside, looking about. Your bag on the bench beside you, and peering just from under the lip of it, you can see the mask.
No, somehow it got out of the bag.
No, it's just under the lip. It's in his bag.
Tempt me not, oh fate.
No one could stop you now.
I will wear you with time. I need only identify you first. Enough of that.
You
Sadak
push
is
it
gonna-
away with a determined aggression. No.
He closes
No!
the bag up to make sure it can't slip into his mind. As he
But what did the Inquisitor see?
he ponders. He thinks about life and his task and the words that the Inquisitor told him before he died. What did he mean? As he prays, and hours pass.
All right. The morning comes. Day breaks. The party wakes up, stretches out. As you look out from the inside of your caravan, you can see that there's this sort of updraft of sand in the air. There is a minor sandstorm happening.
What that?
It's made visibility bad, but you guys are protected by the tarp.
It's like a sandstorm ahead.
Sandstorm.
Yes.
We can't see the mountains now.
You don't pack any
Oh.
goggles?
We have two options. We can push through the sandstorm, maintain a course, and try not to move the camels, or we can hunker down and wait for the storm to pass. How long do they last out here?
Wild ones. Could be a few hours. More, maybe.
Let's.
We'll lose a day if we wait.
We could get lost in the storm, though.
Thrak, how confident are you of maneuvering through a sandstorm?
I can do it with my eyes closed.
He has such confidence.
And thus it is stated.
Right. Well, I'm gonna move us towards the direction of the sandstorm. Do you happen to have?
No,
roughly
you
10
actually have to do it with your eyes closed.
Oh.
This sounds so idiotic.
Oh no. Maybe there's some trick to it.
No, literally, if you have your eyes open, you get sand in your eyes, and you can't do it.
Oh. Well, wouldn't you just wear a covering?
No. Yeah, you got to go in blind.
What? That? I look at the other resident sand dweller, Kalen.
You can
that
see
true?
he's already pulled up like the sort of scarf that he has over his face and just above his eyes, and he turns his head side to side.
You know what, Thrak? I will. Do you want to take this task? If not, I'll do it with Kalen.
Listen, I like giving everybody a chance to shine.
All right. Well, then
Why don't
I
we
need your help.
bunker down
No.
and lose the half a day.
No, why would we do that?
Because we could go in the wrong
We could
direction
get-
and
we
end
could
up
get lost.
backtracking.
Well, the safe thing to do
Trust
is to
Kalen?
Kalen's got this. Look at him.
Caleb never said he was a good
Kalen
traverser. What are you guys talking about?
Kalen is providing the help action to whoever is going to try and brave this, essentially.
I believe in myself.
Even
I
yourself?
believe in
Okay,
myself
I could
as
do
well.
it.
All right. So who's operating the wagon?
Hold on. Let me double check something because I was gonna say I would do it because I can try and side dice it as well.
So our boy Nicole no longer has disadvantage because his exhaustions are gone, and he has a +5 minimum on survival now. And yours is a +2, right?
My survival is a +5.
Oh wow!
My survival is a +4.
Because here's the thing, well, no. Sorry, his survival is going to be higher than mine because he has a higher wisdom.
Right, but
So it's not
you have proficiency in it.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so we equate then. So
yeah, and then
but you have a
with,
side eye.
with the average side die being a 4, then yes, you actually are, and minimum of 1, so you tie him.
Give
so-
him a guidance. Give him a guidance too.
That's
True.
true. Yeah.
Do
I
you
can
have
guide him.
guidance,
I know
Nicole?
this. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes,
He's a
Nicole,
cleric.
he's done it. He's done it like twice now. He saves it.
Yeah, he has guidance.
right.
but,
Well,
Also, I don't want to be like guidance on every
Yeah, for sure.
roll.
yeah.
Well, this isn't a particularly important one. Maybe you
Yes.
could ask your god to part the sand cloud just a little bit, or guide the camels and
Do
such
I
way.
use augury again?
That only helps you for
augury
30
again.
minutes. That only helps you for 30 minutes, dude. It's not a whole day, whole act. It's just like one action for 30 minutes, right?
We just rested. I'll take it.
You cast augury,
Yes.
and what are you asking?
Would venturing into the sandstorm produce good results?
So venturing into the sandstorm within the next 30 minutes.
with all things
You're
considered.
getting wheel. You're getting wheel.
Okay.
We're doing what they call a full send.
What?
I've never heard that term. Is that a drow term?
No, it's more of a cube term.
Oh. Right. Well. While I lead us through, Thrak, would you mind trying to identify the mask again? If you're feeling up for it.
Give it to me.
I'll hand him the mask.
I
I still can't get over how he does that every
roll,
time.
roll me the Arcana check here.
I believe in you. I give you the help action. I don't think that works.
Mouth.
Harumba. I don't know what the fuck this is.
right.
Again, the magic on it, it's a fucking
Just out of
tricky
reach.
beast.
Well, I
It's a good thing
appreciate.
that wasn't my survival roll.
Yes, I appreciate you trying nonetheless.
I didn't actually try too hard that time.
Oh well, maybe tomorrow then.
Yeah,
All right,
sure.
I'll take the mask back.
Why don't
pop
you
it
just put it on and see what happens?
in. I have considered it greatly, Thrak, and the cost doesn't outweigh the benefit.
The
Not
worst
whenever we
case
can just
is
wait.
You turn into something terrible and I choke you out easily.
Or the smart thing, we just wait since it isn't time sensitive, and there we go.
You gotta live a little bit, Sadak.
Sure. I'll pull my mask up and then pull my cloth, like the
Too high.
thinner cloth over my eyes.
Too high. Slightly down.
All right.
You gotta turn the fabric like that.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna head in, and so I've got guidance and everything. Cool.
There's no way you fail.
Well, yeah, great. What's the guidance? A D4? What's the guidance? Yeah. Where's the D4?
So it's you're getting 2d20 because you're being helped during the entirety of it. You're getting a d4 from guidance, and you have a +5.
And then I'm getting help as well from
Yeah.
I'm getting
There's
flashbacks.
no way you fail.
So for stop, is it a survival or animal handling?
It's gonna be a survival.
There's no
To
way
keep them going.
Sidak, the best of assassins, the pride of Arendelle, fails
All right,
this
so
roll.
that's an 11 plus 5, which is a 16, plus my other dice. Here we go.
You are Sai at dicing it.
With another
Yes.
one.
A 1 and a 1! So 16, 17, that would be an 18.
No way he
my
fails
God.
with that.
That's
With-
pretty good, it's pretty good.
It's a sandstorm. It's a hard check, my man.
It's 16, it's pretty good. Well, no, it's 18. 18, pretty good.
I hate how you bias with that. That's pretty good.
I mean, it is pretty good, an 18.
Oh, I don't see what happens. There's no way he fails.
I'm gonna hurt you.
He failed.
Relax.
No, we're not
Really?
lost. We just didn't gain anything. Is the thing. Watch.
Nah. What, with an 18? That's fantastic. Anyways,
Mr.
your group
Fantastic.
begins to push forward. 10 minutes or so pass when you feel a slight shift in the sand that you're moving on.
We're in the storm now, right? It's hit
Yes,
us.
you've been in the storm. You were out, you were still, you were basically in it before. It was just
Ah.
lighter, but it's gotten slightly heavier as you've gotten in. But you feel the ground underneath you shift. The wheels aren't digging through sand. There's a slight bump. You're on a sort of almost like a sand cobbled road. But you definitely shouldn't be in town yet.
There's a road. Do you feel that on the wheels? Huh.
Dude,
Is it a path into the town?
we shouldn't be at the town.
Is there
Something
perhaps?
else. A smaller one, maybe. There's a lot of unnamed towns throughout the desert. Places where people found maybe a water supply and settled.
Right. I'm gonna maintain current where I'm pointed because I don't think that's changed. At least I haven't felt any vertigo or anything.
As you push forward, the storm begins to diminish in this area because you realize you're getting some cover as around you there are slight building.
Oh. Well, look sharp, everyone. We're in a town apparently.
Nice.
Sand in eyes.
Somebody help pull a cloth over her eye.
And as you progress, up ahead you hear something is clearly fighting through it. What is that?
No,
I don't
that
know.
sound. It's the sound of a fight.
Caelan, what dangers could you be fighting out here?
All sorts. Could be bandits.
I don't want to leave the cart, but I don't want the camels to die if we get closer. It's a risk, but I'm gonna bring the camels closer because I don't want to risk our cart being taken. Well, I'm gonna slowly keep them walking forward until I see whatever it is, and then I'll hop off.
As you approach, you see through the fog, or not the fog. I'm sorry, the sand. A large figure, armor made out of this sort of brightened steel, heavy plate. Their head looking massive, but you realize it's because they have not only a large mane, but there seems to be a young girl gripping to the top of their mane. And you watch as they are swinging this sort of large two-handed cleaver through what look like emaciated people, but on a closer inspection, they look like zombies. They look dead already. They look decaying, and they look heat burned and sand burned. They're sort of this covered in the sandy tan color.
Jeez. Kalen, call out to him.
Sarah! Back! The undead took this village.
He speaks Primeran.
He does.
Let us help you! We're adventurers! Here!
Oh god, I hate that you use that A word.
Yeah.
Adventurous.
Amelia!
That's
I won't decline your aid.
the most accurate word. Right. Everyone, keep mind of the cart, but let's help. How far away are we? Like, can we see them close, or are they still far away?
You're within like 50 feet of him now.
Okay, then.
He takes his sword out of the ground, and he approaches you, looking around cautiously.
Oh, so okay, so there's none like in the immediate area. None.
It seems he just handled that one.
But there's several
Right.
dead ones on the ground, basically.
Yes.
Right.
Then I'll slowly move the cart towards him. What is your name?
I am Lamont, and this is Cherie. He points to the little girl on the back of his mane.
Lamont and Cherie, we are on our way to Northway Village. Were you two heading somewhere, or?
I was coming this way. The prior night. I saw it. The guidance of my god.
What? Did this happen recently?
Don't know. And Cherie, she won't speak. She clings to me for protection.
I'm gonna stay on the lookout, make sure that we don't get fucking caught from behind by something.
You see he's handled probably about 13 or 14 of them in the area.
Okay, this guy's kind of a big deal. Good stuff.
Unless they're like poopy zombies. I only have like 4 HP.
Right, well,
We need to. Can I accompany you back? You're heading in the right direction.
sure, absolutely. We're pushing our way to Northway Village. We have enough food and water to be able to support you, and we can stock up more when we get to the village.
The gentleman, I'm gonna look over at him.
All right,
How
here you go.
trustfully does he look? Like,
You see
is this like a swindle?
his armor is plate armor, so he's either killed someone who wore plate if he is a swindler, or he has enough gold to afford one. You can see he seems to be well dressed. He doesn't look ragtag in any form. Most importantly, his chest plate is bearing a large symbol. Let me just quickly look at it. It seems to be a circle with a crescent moon in the center.
Ah, you're a follower of Urius.
Yes.
Hmm.
As for the little girl, she, you can see she has blood splattered on her, and she is gripping onto his mane tightly. But she seems very scared and much poorer than he does.
Well,
There you go.
right.
No.
Do we
Should
even
we-
have room in the car to even like carry them?
Of course we do.
Yes, if necessary, we can.
We don't, because someone had to sit up front. So
Yeah, so I was saying like we don't. I don't think we have
so
room in the
they
car.
can stay in tow with us, or we can make a little trolley wagon.
Yeah,
people
he
following.
sees how many is in the back, and he reaches up and pulls the girl off. Take her back to town. I'll catch up.
No. This.
As a child.
We can make do. We can figure something out. Do any of you have any spells that would be of use here?
I could reduce.
As you're offering that, you hear from beside the cart.
Side dagger! Rah!
As you whip out a side dagger, it sticks into the creature, and someone else from the back, maybe Thrak, you cantrip him, the zombie. It just handles it. You coup de grace the singular zombie.
Gonna die easy enough.
They're not well constituted. I've been following a necromancer.
Necromancer.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
We have to kill a necromancer for sure.
Wait, was he? Was he heading west?
No.
I have trouble finding where he's heading.
There were some individuals who were at the northern temple, the Zarmos temple, and they were from the Cult of Ascension. They have been dealt with, but it's possible that they may have been in the area. Well,
As this conversation is happening, and Sherry is surrounded by living people, she finally speaks up. They're still in town.
hmm?
Where?
Where, little one?
Graveyard.
It's always a graveyard.
It is always the graveyard, is it not?
Well, we're gonna have to go and take care of this. Is everybody in agreement?
Yes. We can't do well enough to let a necromancer walk amongst the sands, bothering the people. It's already taken
Aurora.
out of town.
Aurora, where are you?
I was about to take the girl.
Can't see you.
To whom do you answer? That you would aid me.
Aid
We-
you simply because we care.
If we had to put a name to it, we, our group, are part of the Adventurers Guild of Primera, Explorers Guild of Primera, under Prince Aaron. We're here on business, doing an errand for the Emperor. But that task is no time limit, while this is pertinent. We will help you out of our own good graces.
Very well.
Is he still operating up the child?
He placed her in the back of the cart already.
Okay.
All right, if we are to go to the graveyard, I would feel comfortable if someone stayed behind to watch the cart. Kaylin, would you be willing to do that? I'd feel comfortable knowing your skill in battle.
Very well. You sure about this? I don't mean.
We talked about this. No. We all stay in the fucking car. Nobody moves. This is it.
I don't mean staying in the car. I mean helping.
I understand.
This could take a while. You're already on a time limit, aren't you?
Oh, that's true. We can't do this. This is a side thing. What you guys talked about earlier.
It's a fucking necromancer, though.
We can't.
Oh.
We can at least deal with it in this town. If we can stop the necromancer, it couldn't take longer than a day or two.
It's just a little necromancer.
How far is it? I asked the gentleman. How far is it
To the graveyard.
to the graveyard? Can we?
He looks past you at the young lady, at the girl that he put in the back of the cart.
I asked her then.
It's outside of town, about 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
That's not terrible. If they're still there, we can deal with the situation. If they're not there, then we can at least help you get on a good track, Sir Lamont.
Leomont.
Leo. Can I just call you Leo?
Feel free.
Okay.
Right.
Will you be accompanying us, Miss Leo?
I think you search for survivors, right?
As a knight of Urius, this is my solemn task, to hunt down this evil and destroy it outright.
God, you're cool.
Well,
he can join us. I don't.
yes, it would. My understanding it was I would have Kaelin guard the cart, and the girl could stay with him if she so wishes, or because I don't think we'd want to take her into battle against the necromancer.
I'm faster than any zombie. Comes down to it.
True. You could take her in the cart and escape if necessary. Well, I think we're in accord here.
I don't know.
You offer your help only because it's the right thing to do. Have you thought about joining the Order of Urius?
Have you thought about joining the Guild of Iran?
I've not yet heard of it.
Oh, you're about to. I cracked my knuckles.
Clever, confident Thrak.
We're gonna die.
Let's find a good spot for the cart that's safer and out of the square, and then we'll move to this graveyard. Little girl, do you have a good spot where you would recommend that's protected?
She sort of just lifts her finger and points in a direction out of the town.
Yeah, that's about right.
All right, I'll turn the cart and we'll start heading that way slowly to keep up, so that Leomont can keep up.
I look at Amelia. What is she doing?
Just eyeing the little girl.
What about the zombies?
What about the zombies?
How does she feel about those?
Yeah.
The
First time.
undead.
No thought.
There is
There you
no
go.
thought. Head empty.
No, Laris.
I mean, I'm just following you guys. You do what you want.
No,
how
you said, what do you think about the
Amelia feel about
zombies?
the zombies?
Oh, they specifically what I think about the zombies.
Well,
No,
what Amelia,
Amelia.
these, she just
I don't know
saw
what you
a
want me to
walking corpse.
Yeah, so they're dead people though. She's seen dead people, but I mean, she probably thinks they just died, right? That's the thing. I don't think she's correlated that they are dead that have been moving again and are down again, right? Does that make sense? They look like skinny people. I mean, they have skin still on them, right? You said they had tan skin, so they still had flesh on them, right? Am I wrong?
Well, they have this like sand scorched skin. It's like the reason they're like sand colored is because it's been ripping through them. No, they look old.
Yeah, I guess my assumption here was that she was just assuming that they were previously, like they're just recently alive and this guy just killed them. Is how I interpreted it. I wasn't going to complicate
He's a
this.
murderer.
I wasn't going to
Man.
complicate this right now. That was my intent.
We're making Amelia hard. She's just okay with just people just get murked.
No, not hard. We're making Amelia gritty.
She's seen us do some. She's seen a lot of death already, guys. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
there's a lot.
She's fought the devil. She's fought an ascended. She's fought
I forget.
Yeah,
Bad.
this is normal for her. This is a normal day.
All right, so
All right.
where does the little girl take us to the safe spot?
It's a storehouse building on the edge of town.
Ah, perfect.
The door gets pulled open. They lead the cart inside, and they can close it and put a bar in front of it. Before Kalen does, he looks at you all and goes, "Stay safe. I don't know who that is, and this whole situation is very coincidental."
Yes.
Can't trust everybody.
Worst comes to worst, you can make it back to town and explain the situation, or maybe get some of the guards to help. But I don't think it'll come to that. Be safe, Kaden.
And by the way, the girl, just for appearance-wise, like I said, raggedy clothing, looks poor, sort of a pale complexion, red hair, these sort of auburn-colored eyes. But anyways, the doors get closed and you hear the barrier put in place, and the group of you now follow Leomont, the Leonin paladin of Urias, who is pressing forward towards the direction that she pointed out the graveyard to be in. And I'm gonna need just a minute, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, so as the party pushes forward, you press until you see off in the, not like very far because of the blindness that the effect causes, but the sort of fenced area, and you can already see these wooden tombstones. A lot of them look already dug up. And as you press inside, the storm resides a bit, and far at the top of this hill, there's a sort of a sandy hill, in fact, but still a hill. You see a large monument like this, and in the ground around it are swords that are way too big for anyone to wield.
Damn.
You can steal the swords. They're keeping something sealed here.
Is this fucking Sif? Are we about to fight the giant wolf?
Cool. Not a sword person myself.
We're talking like, like medieval claymore swords, right? We're not talking about like samurai katana shit, right?
There's two-sided, but they're all very long and driven into the ground.
Okay, not katanas, thank
Like
God.
dervish size.
No, like the taller than Thurbish, the blade.
Oh,
Giant size.
And
Giant
standing before them, you see a woman wearing armor.
What? Is she tall?
No, she does not appear to be. She looks to be about 5'6".
Uh-oh.
And her hands are up. And there seems to be a magic swirling from this grave to her.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay, I redact my my assumption of the plot.
How far away are we?
You're over 100 feet from her at this time.
Leomont,
Oh.
is that your necromancer?
I cannot tell, though she appears to be doing some form of necromancy.
Well,
Find out.
everyone make yourself ready. We approach. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna speak in some people's heads. Fucking how many can I do right now again?
3.
Let me double check. I think it's 3 still. It was 2, now it's 3. Yeah. So Threk, Aurora, Nakal, you guys hear in your head. I'm gonna blend in with the sand. You may not see me, and I'm gonna try and stealth.
All right. You find your way to hide behind some gravestones. Roll me that stealth.
Hell yeah.
Take care of Amelia.
Amelia is with Aurora.
Oh god.
19 stealth.
Sidak trying to hide, she yells.
What is wrong with you?
Yes. Yes, he is.
Is Lamont a willing creature?
That's an awkward question, isn't it? You would have to inform him that you're casting something. I think the natural state of someone who doesn't know you is unwilling.
I'm gonna cast a spell. Are you willing?
I'll accept your boon then.
All right. I will
Banish
choose. I will choose. Lamont. Can I choose Sinek, or is it like gone?
Can you see him?
Look,
If
he's
I roll
a
perception,
range specialist. He's not gonna get the benefit.
If we daisy chain it correctly. Yeah.
You got
I'll
three
leave that
other.
to
You got
Lydia.
3 other great meleeers. Well, 2 meleeers, and
So Lamont, Amelia, and Thread.
you don't give it to Aurora. She's gonna be in melee. She's gonna. What do you
It's
do?
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Wow,
It's
that-
fine.
The
It's fine.
racism runs
But
deep.
he gave it to
It's
one
Why? You
human.
know why? Because if it was roles reversed, you see, I wouldn't save his life. I remember things.
Good to know.
I hold
Okay,
grudges.
this
Put
is
that
definitely
down, Bucks. Put that down,
solidifying
put
the
that
fact
down.
that I'm writing this down right now. Don't you?
Put that down, Box.
What am I putting down?
Put it down.
What?
I kill him. I kill him in the future.
That's up for you to remember. I'm not going to remind you. So, does anyone approach, or do you want to let the NPC do the talking?
I would like to approach, but behind.
Oh yeah, Sidak approaches, just not
Yeah,
directly.
I'm gonna see if the.
I'll let her monologue for
How
a moment.
close can we be without?
When you get within, I would say 60 feet of her, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So you can get to this line here. But as you do, that would be the point where Leomont would yell out at her, so...
Alright,
You
yeah,
know.
let's just get some distance so if there's like a fireball. 1,
Um,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
how far?
You might want to move a little bit more to the right, so sweet.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, let's put ourselves on the line here.
No, they're too far.
Is she? It
Well,
seems
60
like
feet
she
down.
is magic swirling
I'll go,
around
I'll go.
her, right?
This from this line that he is on. Because this is the point where he yells, so no one gets closer than this.
So she's like casting a spell or something.
She looks like she's siphoning magic from this.
I'll cast the spell magic.
Dispel magic.
Oh.
Let's see, what are the targets of dispel magic? Dispel magic, fine. Within range, across one action, one creature or object or magical effect within. So you would be targeting the siphoning she's doing, or are you targeting her?
Oh, the cipher.
Okay.
Do I need to roll,
You will need to roll for this.
Okay.
I think I know what's going on here.
All right.
Plus
not
your spell
that
mod.
bad.
Yeah, with your
that's,
spell mod, you should
14.
be good. 14, you are able to put an end to it. Was only 1 level higher than third. And so her hands drop, and they don't immediately drop, but they like close together. And as she's saying that, Leomont will yell out, "Necromancer! Was it you who slaughtered this village? Who's been raising the dead across these lands?" And at that, she turns around to face everyone. You can see that her eyes seem to be blind. And she looks confused. How did you know I was here? I've been tracking you. My god leads me to your end. I don't understand. I don't understand. How is it you've tracked me? The path of corpses you've left. But... no, that doesn't make sense. No, I'm not who you're looking for.
Can I insight?
Yeah, you can roll an insight.
It's trash, but it's okay.
She definitely looks confused. I haven't raised any of the dead here. Not looking for me.
Do you know who has been doing that here?
No, I don't. I simply came to feed upon the magic.
What type of magic?
The necromancer.
And why do you need this magic?
Who are you?
I'm Aurora.
And the rest? You'll have to forgive me, I was caught off guard. I was led to believe there was no one in this town.
Are you good or bad?
I was led to believe no one was in this town?
Correct. Yes.
Go ahead.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Good job.
You watching from around one of the larger sort of tombstones, you see her expression is like a real, like, she is genuinely concerned as to why there are people here stopping her right now.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's a you know, her, you watch, like, she has a bead of sweat, or no, I guess she wouldn't sweat, but her eyebrows are like up in like a surprised and sort of frightened demeanor, and her hand, they haven't closed into fist at all. They've remained like open and almost in a clawed shape. She is very on edge by this situation, but there wasn't a sort of falter of a liar when she said that she was led to believe no one else was here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm good or bad. But I'm not the one who did this. I feed upon the energy left over by the kind who do this.
What or who is that kind?
Necromancy.
Do you know of one?
What does this one taste like?
I don't taste. I'm trying to regain my power. If you're looking for the one who has risen the dead in this village, then you will have to keep looking.
You don't have any clues or anything that you can sort of lead us to them?
What is she wearing?
She is wearing a heavy set of plate armor. You notice on her hip, as you're looking her over, on her hip, she has several of the face masks that you know the people of Hagenholt to put over undead. She has several of them.
There's other
Nobody
graves,
wears
right?
these heavy armor out here in the fucking desert. I mean, like, something's going on here.
One of you three will hear in
Do
your
you
head.
say that? Do you say that in character, or
I say that in my mind to Sidak.
Yeah, and then everyone that I'm connected with will hear in their head. She's a long way from Hagenholt. Somebody questioned when she arrived. Thrak, you could.
There are other graves in the area, right, Dan?
Yes, there's graves all over the place.
All right, so Amelia's is going to
When did you arrive
one
here?
of those random graves.
Sure. I arrived 2 nights ago. I could sense here.
Somebody asked Sir Leo whenever the necromancy started.
That would be you, Nicole. You're closest to him.
Leo has drawn his sword, but it's at his side now. He isn't charging in, but he's holding it readied.
When did this necromancer chase first start?
A few days ago, I encountered her in a village north of Northway Village. I counted their work. Her work. He like sort of glares his one eye at her, trying to assess the situation.
I will
Then
then,
only yesterday, as I led here by the wisdom of God.
I then tell Sidak in my head only a few days ago. Is
Did
when
he lay eyes upon the necromancer?
Are you sure this is the necromancer you're looking for?
Well, like I said, they had managed to elude me until here.
He is not laid eyes upon the necromancer.
You want help?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. Amelia will approach.
I can't remember who I am. But I feel driven to do certain things.
You say feed? You hungry?
She steps over.
Amelia will
I
like,
feel like I've been starving.
she'll like go in her pack and pull out one of her rations and
Her hand slowly starts to raise and like open towards you. But as it does, Amelia, you are suddenly grasped by this cold sensation, this immediate sort of siphoning sensation. She closes her hand and pulls it away.
You almost got siphoned.
Ow.
Stand back! She could be the necromancer still.
I rush in once Amelia gets really close to her.
Amelia will turn her shoulder back towards the Leo Monte, and then just be really confused. Is she hungry?
It's possible that her memories may have been altered, but she could still be the necromancer. Everyone hears in their head, except Amelia and Lamont. It may be wise to have Leomonte take her into custody.
Yeah. And Amelia will try to hand the food again to her, but like fully stretch her arm out.
Amelia. She's probably not hungry.
I'm gonna look at the woman. How's she look? How's she responding to that statement?
Her hand is sort of shaking right now, and she's gripping her wrist with her other gauntlet.
Aurora, get Amelia out of there. What are you doing?
I take the apple, and then if she does take it, I'm gonna immediately just grab Amelia and pull her back behind me,
So what do? You toss the apple to her? How do you do it?
I mean, I was giving her a ration, so I mean.
Yeah, where's this apple coming from again?
Yeah, come on.
That's you, Aurora.
I couldn't make. He said he was like holding out an apple.
I said a ration.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking back at the tapes.
The ration.
I take the ration from Amelia's hand. I'll toss it over to her in a gentle manner, not.
It just hits her chest armor and then falls.
Amelia catches it, and then with telekinetically, and then lifts it back up to her, and like kind of has it floating in front of her.
She's not interested in eating meals. Get her out of there, Aurora.
I grab Amelia's hand and I pull her back towards me.
Okay.
I want you to leave me alone now, please.
We will. Thank you very much. I drag her with me. I just drag her with me.
The food good. Yum.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are going to follow Leomonte's lead on this, everyone. This is not our place.
Seems aggressive. He seems angry.
It's a fancy set of masks you have there.
You recognize them?
Hagenhold, right?
At that mention, she sort of winces and holds her head. Hagenhold. Yes, Hagenhold. That's where I'm from.
Uh-huh.
Right.
She could be like Frederick and where necromancy is common. Somebody please advise Leomonte that capture may be better than execution.
Aren't you from Hagenhold?
We're well aware of Hagenhold. We have friends from Hagenhold. Great friends. Are you a friend?
She again, like, sort of winces her head holding it. What? Where am I?
You're in Camberil.
I want to look over at this person as we've been sitting here, standing here. Is she under a magical effect? Can I?
Do you have detect magic?
Yes, I do.
Do you cast it?
Sure.
Looking her over, you are immediately overwhelmed by this sort of dark aura emanating all around her. She is covered in a terrible necromancy. And terrible as in awe-inspiring and powerful and terrible.
Is it on her? Is it affecting her? Is it the aura that she's giving out?
It seems to be billowing from her.
So she's the main source of it. Is it not the armor?
No, it seems to be her.
It's her.
Just her. Okay.
It's her.
I then say in my head that he's emanating a very large amount of necromancy magic off of her.
Yes, she's from Hagenholt, and everybody that I'm connected to hears this. She's from Hagenholt. It could be that she's resurrecting the dead just by her presence. Why I said we should try and capture her if her memories are truly lost. Please, someone advise Leomonte of this.
Are you sure that everyone from Hagenholt has this blinding magical aura?
What are you all thinking? Why haven't you left yet?
Why? Eat.
As As you say that, she reaches up towards her face and like grips at it. And as her hand like drags down, you see this visage of her face sort of falter and reveal underneath that she has a skeletal figure.
Oh God.
A leech.
You like otters in town.
Okay.
I just
I
want to
guess
know
I'm
where I
the-
am.
Fine, no one else wants to actually say a word to Lamont here. Thank all of you for nothing.
Seems to be
Lamont's-
suffering from some sort of mental hysteria. She's all over the place. She's a danger.
Hagenholt is a weird place. It could not be her fault.
He's emanating a necromancy aura about her. It's ridiculously strong. We've been advised, but if anything, to keep her captured than executed. Her presence here might be the ones that are bringing people alive. Her being unaware about this.
What's written on that? Is that grave still behind her? Is there text on it? Is there something written on that grave?
There is text. Do you read Sochi?
I don't.
Does
None of us do.
No one.
I instant cast ritually comprehend languages.
You
Ooh.
you are aware that comprehend languages requires you to run your fingers across the surface to be able to read it. You don't get to read it visually.
Okay, then I will walk up and do it.
She is seemingly more hostile now to us.
Do you mind if I get close?
Black, that's not wise.
I only want to
Sidak
see
just wants
that
to kill her.
object behind you. That's all.
The evil assassin.
I can't. Remind me again. I could talk back to Sidak mentally.
Yes.
I say to you mentally, how confident are you that she's not the one?
I'm not, but it's a good bet.
Her eyes are darting from one person to the next. She seems more on edge now than before.
I turn over to Leo Man, and I say to him, Leo, what she's told us right now, and how her demeanor is. She's very scared. She looks confused. I don't believe this is the person. I also don't believe that she knows where this true necromancer could be.
It could be her. She just may not know it's her because of her
Did
mental
her face
state.
fall off?
Or
For a brief moment, she dragged her hand down her face, like while she was having a panic moment, and you could see that her face seemed to have a skeletal structure to it, like that what she presents might be an illusion.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like literally her. She's got a lich skeleton going.
do you see that again?
Oh God, no, we're not lich level boys.
Well, it may not be a lich. It could be anything. It could even be a custom monster, not necessarily a lich.
Good, I guess. Well, then I wouldn't do comprehend languages, but I need to run my fingers across it because I got to get close to do that. But I do want to.
Yeah, right. There will be time for that. Hopefully.
I have the option to do that.
Amelia sits down in the sand.
God. Just Indian squats right there.
Yeah, she
Like we're not leaving until you
she-
eat that fucking ration.
She doesn't seem as like not as hostile as you guys as Sidak is definitely interpreting. So maybe that helps make the woman a little bit more calm.
Her hands, like, they're not raised and pointed at everyone. They're sort of hovered just above her hip in a clawed state. You can see they're shaking. She definitely seems concerned.
We're just trying to help.
Maybe
Perhaps-
she lost?
She's lost. She can't remember, Amelia.
We help.
We could help. Hagenholt, what do you remember of it?
remember Ymir.
Here.
Ymir?
God. Do you know him?
I knew him.
Did.
Mm,
Who was he to you?
Ymir.
Is he your teacher?
He was who I worshipped.
Ymir's the god, by the way, out of character.
I know
I
who
know
it
that.
is.
No,
Amelia
no
doesn't
way.
know what a god is yet.
Yeah.
In fact, this might be. Well, no, it's not the first time god's been brought up.
It's just to everyone, including the audience.
Yeah, the god of
Ymir's
death and war.
quite a powerful god.
I was one of his worship. That's right. And then we had decided together with his will. I remember that we would sacrifice something great.
What did you sacrifice? It's okay. You could tell us.
I remember now when we had decided that the king of Hagenholt had gone too far, his ambitions too great, his scope far too evil, and his path lost from our God. The temples sacrificed themselves.
You were part of the temple,
I was.
but you're here. You weren't part of the sacrifice unless you gave up something.
As she looks down at her hands. I was part of it. I remember it. I was there.
What do you remember of it? How long ago was that?
I don't know.
No. Out of character.
How long ago? Let's consult the...
That was
Yeah.
a long time ago, I think.
No, it's within the last 10 years.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So that was recent. I don't need
Yeah.
like the exact date, but just was that like 100 years ago or 10 years ago? It would have been nice. Okay, so about
In the
10
last
years
10 years, there was a big thing where a bunch of priests gave up their lives and allowed the Lich Kair to exist, essentially. Right. But why am I here?
I don't know. You're
You
wandering.
brought yourself here after the necromancy. Right. No, I remember. You're right. I could feed off of undeath as well as...
You feeding off behind you. What is that?
I don't know.
If you allow me, I can check to see. It might help you. I can just get a little bit closer. Would you
Jake.
allow it?
She'll step aside.
I will ritual cast comprehend languages and touch the stone and read it.
Ritual cast.
Well, I instantly ritual cast, but
All right. It informs you that here lies Ruik, greatest adversary to Zalama.
Ruik. Adversary to Zalama?
Yes.
Anything about what they were? Like, are they giants?
He was a great... They referred to him as the Great Wolf, and he was a massive warrior.
Wolf and the warrior. Oh. A great hero died here. Perhaps you're feeding off of heroes. I don't know.
Hand yourself over to us. He points a sword at her.
What's wrong with your hand? You're holding it.
I was worried. I didn't want to hurt her.
Why would it hurt?
I tend to siphon the life out of anything I touch.
That tends to be a problem.
If I turn myself over, to what will I experience? Have I committed crimes?
You're not guilty of anything at the moment.
Once we can prove you are not the necromancer, I'll let you go. She looks down in thought for a moment. And you promise not to capture... to hold me prisoner. You have my word. If you are not the necromancer, the one who has been raising the dead and attacking civilians, you are not my quarrel.
Fuck. Do you still have detect magic going?
Do I? Do I, Box?
Yeah, it hasn't been 10 minutes.
Okay.
The comms and conversation, I'm just not counting as actual time passing, or it's much slower than it actually is.
I do.
Alright, I will mentally say to Sidak, ask Nicole if there's something magical underneath this grave. I don't know if he could see that or not, but is anything coming to life?
I think you would know that wouldn't work, because there's too much material in the way.
Is there anything moving below me?
Not currently.
This thing's putting off an aura that just when Sidak says that anything she walks by might resurrect.
So, because I'm trying to understand, is it the monument that's giving off the aura or her?
No, it's her.
Okay, I understood.
Well, she's undead, so she's gonna have a powerful
Right,
magic. Yeah.
right. But I'm trying to, because maybe there was I missed the scripture. I'm assuming that there's something pretty significant here.
Oh, it says here lies Ruik, the defeater of Zalama, I think.
Rival to Zalama.
Rival to Zalama, and one is a giant and the other is a wolf.
No, Zalama's not a giant.
He's a warrior.
Zalama is the Leonin that united all of the people of this continent.
Oh, good. Jesus.
The Uniter?
And Ruik just happens to be someone who rivaled him in power. Probably they fought way back when.
Oh, God.
How do you intend to prove my innocence? You were speaking upon a zone where no lies may penetrate. I will know if you resist its effects. I will know if you try any trickery. Will this satisfy all of you?
I want to help you.
Yeah, Sidek would at this time emerge from the sands like a Fremen and fucking and walk out. If it's good with the Leon, then it's good for all of us, I'd assume.
May I ask you, since you know my name, what is yours?
My name is Kyer.
Tyre.
Kyer.
Tyre.
Kyer.
Tyre.
Kyer.
Tyre.
Kyer.
You're tired?
Tires.
Nope.
I'm terrible.
Aurora's gonna get fucking stabbed and obliterated by explosive necrotic energy.
I'm fine. I'm fine. You know, I'm the strongest here. I'm fine.
Yeah, okay. Fucking lich explosion.
I'm just gonna glove hand you right now.
We're gonna be fine. Listen,
You're gonna
if
be
she
like
can.
you're gonna be like that's the grandma in the wheelchair in SpongeBob that's screaming about chocolate. That's what you're gonna look like.
What the hell's Amelia doing?
She's
She's
sitting.
Just
Just
sitting
fucking
there,
got
letting,
bored already.
letting you guys talk it out. Yeah, I mean, Amelia didn't think she was that bad, so yeah, she's a lot more open.
She looks intimidating.
Not really.
Because she's wearing metal armor out in the middle of the desert.
She serves.
You notice she's not sweating, so you know.
Not sweating.
It could be mage armor or
Undead don't need to sweat.
Amelia will telekinetically grab her ration back and put it back in her bag.
Oh!
Oh,
Damn!
roll for
Leo-
initiative.
Leo surrounds her with a light energy, and as far as you know, she fails. Right? You know, he said he'd be aware if she tried anything or if it didn't work. Are you the one raising the undead here in Camberwell? Not to my knowledge. I've not actively raised any undead. I don't believe I even have the power to anymore. How then did you come to this place? I don't know what it is, but I seem to be able to sense necromancy. Depending on how close I can even sort of open ways to it.
Not all necromancy's bad.
What do you remember? All of it. I don't remember a lot. To be honest, it's because I've experienced death multiple times now. Me and my companion, we had decided that we needed to oppose the king. And the only way we were strong enough is if we could control undead. We made a sacrifice, and I was chosen to be the one to inherit the power. I recall marching upon the capital, and I was slain. Then I recall awakening somewhere, and then I died again. And again, and again, and again. I lost more of myself, more of my power during it.
Do you feel that you have some purpose?
I don't know anymore. I don't feel anything about the king now, or the sacrifice made. I don't even know what drives me to do certain things now. The only reason I come to this magic is to fuel myself.
Do DM, how common knowledge is the first lich being born and the name of the first lich?
So the common knowledge of it, her being a lich, the Kaer, is not entirely known. It's it's very common that there was a rebellion led by the people of Ymir's Rest.
Right, but not specifically that it was Kaer who was the first lich. Right.
Yeah, the first lich would be like you're a scholar, like you learned about that situation. Otherwise, you would just know Kaer as the rebel leader.
Okay, so got it. So we can assume that this person, based on what we've been told, is that they, if their name is Kaer, could have been the rebel leader, not necessarily that they were a lich.
If you're a learned person of some regard, you would be made aware of the sacrifice that was made at Ymir's Rest to create a form of undeath that could transcend the 100 years and was powerful.
So Thrak would pretty much be the only one that would know that.
That information would probably be withheld from me.
Yeah, Thrak was not made privy to a lot of magic.
Then none of us know. Fuck.
But you are aware of the rebel leader by that name.
So I wouldn't. It would have been like something like in my studies.
Well,
unfortunately, I wasn't a.
Right. She speaks the truth. She cannot lie under that magic.
That would mean, though, that she was extremely powerful.
To be killed and brought back to life over and over again is a torture beyond anything I can imagine. But it doesn't take away from the fact that you possess abilities beyond anybody that I've ever seen or heard of.
Sir Leo Mont seems like a generous soul, and you do not seem like you mean anyone ill will. I witnessed you holding back yourself whenever the young Amelia approached you. Let him help you. Try and regain your memories and maybe, well, I don't know what life holds for you, but there's always a new start to be had.
If you'd like assistance in this endeavor, we are in favor of someone of great power in these lands that we can introduce you to who might have individuals who could help you regain your memories and solve your problems.
I already warned you.
What?
Can't control the siphoning. Things I come to contact with will die.
I can think you can. I think you only believe you can because nobody's tried to help you yet. Have you ever received anybody that tried to help you?
I can't remember.
Okay, well, I could tell you more than likely not.
I have to imagine that over the course of the many lives I've lived, someone must have tried.
This time it could be different.
You may not ever learn to control the siphoning, but mayhaps you could use it in a way that's not detrimental. If
you possess the ability,
it can be controlled with time, one would assume.
And you said yourself that you can siphon undeath.
That's a unique trait in and amongst itself.
It could be used for good, not just bad.
You wish to help me. I wish to be alone. But you're the first I can remember offering me help. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a large black stone, about palm-sized. And then she looks back to Thrak and tosses it to him.
I'll catch it.
You instantly die. It's a fucking grenade.
Power word kill stone. And now roll initiative.
It's a soul stone, yeah.
She reaches towards her hip and pulls out a second one. These two stones are linked. Words carried through them. Speak into one and the other shall hear.
Heard of this.
I accept your help. But I must remain distant.
It's fine. We'll hold on to this, communicate, and keep up to date with your progress. But keep in mind that the offer is on the table. We are gaining favor with great and powerful kings and emperors of these lands that will have resources that could help you. You don't have to be alone out here.
And I don't want to let you go yet.
Oh, okay.
You can track the necromancer you send. Sense its magic.
He points to her.
Then you'll help me find her and put an end to this as some form of retribution for your actions and ability.
Don't. She hasn't left. The magic is still here.
It seems equitable.
It's the little girl.
You would be able to feast on the undead, and he would be able to exact retribution as demanded by his god. It seems like a fateful pairing, does it not?
Oh, Jesus. We
As
left him
you're-
alone in the cart.
As you're saying that,
Caleb, no!
you guys hear a rumbling beneath you as from atop the statue, this sort of invisibility magic you watch wear off, this swirling effect, revealing not a little girl, but a armored older woman.
Fuck!
Oh.
It's the older version of her.
No, that's a different little woman. Well, you certainly ruined my plans. You were supposed to weaken her, you oafish paladin, so that I could absorb her power. But I suppose with the ritual complete, it'll be enough, especially now that I know she's weakened. Rise, Ruik! And as the ground cracks open,
Oh,
reveal a large skeletal but furred arm snapping out of it. A large wolf creature pulls itself forward, grips onto one of the blades in the ground, and tears it out of the ground.
Hello, precious.
And that's where initiative would begin. Next session.
no!
Ruik, we know who it is.
Do we roll for
Alright.
initiative now?
Nah.
Okay.
Well,
Alright.
Alright.
from all of us here at Don't Trust the Dungeon Master. And remember, don't trust the Dungeon Master, because he's going to spring
Oh my
up a
God.
bitch on you.
She's barely even a lich anymore.